Test. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, guys.
Cruz Brothers.
To the Cruz Brothers live format. And we're here to make our very first anime tier list. Have you ever seen a tier list video? Ever seen those videos people make? Alright. Oh shit, man. Well, I spent all morning compiling every single anime we have ever watched on this channel into little boxes so that we can put it into a tier list, ranking every single one. All right, this is gonna be interesting because literally the only animes on this list are the ones we've watched on this channel. So we have everything from 7 Deadly Sins to fucking like Parasite and My Hero. It's a lot of stuff, guys. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for stopping by, man. It's always good to see you guys. Last week's stream was pretty good. You guys were very interactive. It was pretty fun. We were voting on the anime awards. Go check that one out if you haven't already. But yeah, man, we got the tier list right here. But to pop this up real quick, let me know if you agree, disagree, you don't fuck with what we're talking about here. This is gonna be an unorthodox tier list, I'm telling you right now, because we have different opinions from the anime community. 100%. I see some of these tier lists that people make, bro, and it's like so fucking far off the rails from what the hell we will put. High tier, low tier type shit. So boom, we got S, A, B, C, D, and all the way at the bottom, trash tier. Absolute bottom of the barrel, garbage anime.
It's fucked up.
Like, bro, I'm sorry, man. We try to sugarcoat shit, but this, you know, on the live stream format, we get real on here, bro. We don't sugarcoat shit.
To be honest, I don't think we watch, like, anything that we watch is probably something that we're interested in. So I honestly don't really think we watch too many animes that are actually trash. But we'll see.
We got Heba. Yo, Heba, welcome back. I seen you in the chat. I remember you from last stream. Jage, what's good, bro? Welcome to the stream. How y'all doing, man? Here we go. I mean, I don't know. Like, I wonder if there's gonna be people who remember our reactions to some of these. Like, what reactions have people seen from everything listed right here? Like, let's go down the line real quick. My Hero Academia, Villain Saga, Ranking of Kings, Reincarnated Slime, JoJo's, To Your Eternity, Classroom of the Elite, Shield Hero, Tokyo Revengers, Trigun Stampede, One Punch Man, and the list goes on, bro. We have so many damn enemies. There's I think I count how many it says right there.
We've watched a handful of animes on this channel over the years, man. So we got a good list here.
So many, bro. 46.
But yeah, like I said, we've watched a lot of pretty good animes, in my opinion, on the channel, and a lot of them were pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see where they fall on the ranking list.
For sure, bro. For sure.
And see, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And this is just the anime, by the way. We don't even have like live action shit. We don't have Game of Thrones. We don't have none of that. We have a ton of stuff we reacted to. But let's start, man. My Hero Academia, what do you think?
Well, we're starting with My Hero.
I guess so. If you want to start from
My Hero Academia, man. I guess from where it started and where it is right now in the anime.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big progression with characters, development, plot, action.
It gets stale sometimes though for me. I'm not gonna lie.
My Hero for me is one of the staples of anime because it has all the anime tropes, I guess you can call it, the ones that work, and they've done all of them very well in that show.
You know what My Hero feels like for me? It feels like a safe option. It's one of those animes that you go to and it's safe. You know what you're getting into. It's a safe fucking anime to watch, and you know you're gonna enjoy it.
It's one of those animes that are good for new time viewers to watch because I guess they'll get interested in something like that. But
a lot of them people got it from there. B tier, as it says. B tier for My Hero. I would say B tier. You think so?
Some of these might change throughout the rankings. So
Yeah,
we can put them
temporary.
But I would say, yeah, honestly, I think My Hero really is a good staple for just an anime in general.
Yeah. And bro, once we start putting stuff on the board, we're gonna start comparing them.
Exactly.
So you already know we're
you
gonna
can tell
quality.
we'll probably move it around a little bit once we see what we have up there. But yeah, man, I think My Hero belongs in B, man. I don't know. Oh no, man.
Vinland Saga. This is more of a personal favorite for us. This is one of those animes that's not really popular because it's not
actually. It's pretty popular.
Yeah, it is pretty popular. I say it was less popular when the first season came out, but I always felt like it was less popular just because it was a fantasy, you know.
Well, just starting it off with the Vinland Saga. I think this was the first show that we probably watched on this channel that had anything to do with Norse mythology or just like I guess in general Vikings and stuff like that. Yeah. So it put us onto that in that world, in that environment, and I would say the Vinland Saga has one of the realest worlds when it comes to that environment, because they really tell a story of how some of these Vikings used to be slaves.
Yeah,
or they, you know what it is? I think Vinland goes more into the slavery aspect of the Vikings and how they live and stuff like that, where other shows maybe focus on something else. But I think Vinland Saga is really about that emotional path in that world.
Yeah, I got you, Tristan. I just lowered it right now. That's all. It's too loud. Lower the music real quick. Let me know if that's a good volume, guys.
But Vinland Saga is solid, man. It has some really good story and character development for sure.
S tier? I don't know.
I wouldn't put it in S.
B?
Even in A, I don't know. Like, yeah, I would probably, I don't know. I guess for me, it's kind of like in B.
Yeah.
Just because the story could be better. Not that it could be better. It's just we're still in the beginning of the story, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, it feels that way because there's so much depth to this story.
But
we did go through a lot.
I feel like that shit can definitely get better from where it's at right now.
We went through a lot in Vinland Saga, bro. So.
Appreciate it, Tristan.
So if anything, I wouldn't be mad at putting it in A, to be honest.
Yo, let us know in the comment section here, bro. What are animes you've seen on this list here? I hope you guys can see this list.
We're blocking the
list.
Yeah,
we're blocking it.
Put it on the top right or the screen.
Yeah, top right I think is better. Put it up there.
But yeah, what's up to everybody in the chat who's here? Tristan.
There's a lot here, bro.
But yeah, what were we saying again? Just
B
about
tier.
how many animes we've watched and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad at putting Vinland Saga in A either, you know, because it
can
really
move.
is that good.
It can still move, bro. This is a process.
Let's get some more animes on the board and see what we feel.
Ranking of Kings, bro. I got up.
Ranking of Kings, bro. That was an unexpected. Honestly, Ranking of Kings for us was an unexpected anime that we honestly did not expect to like as much as we did. Especially just seeing it from first appearances. You know, people could judge a book by its cover. The animation doesn't look all that great, but there is a really wholesome story behind this anime, bro. And there's one of those characters in the story that is that lovable character, right? It's hard to make a good story with a lovable character that has, I guess, a lot of good action and story, in my opinion. You know, I don't know, sometimes those animes could get a little too cutesy, but this anime is more on the real side.
Bro, the first thing that stood out to us when we started watching this shit was this was like an adventure anime from old school anime. Dragon Ball vibes was the immediate impression I remember specifically we got from Ranking of Kings. That's a immediate impression I got from that shit, and as it continued, it just kept getting more and more like Dragon Ball, at least in the sense of the atmosphere, right? The training, the fucking,
if anything, Ranking of Kings has a lot better like character relations than Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, it does for sure.
Like their stories go deep, like when
in the sense of adventure though, bro,
best friends and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely a really good one, bro. I really enjoyed Ranking of Kings.
I'm putting it on A at least, bro.
Yeah, I'll put it at A too, honestly, because if for our taste, we really enjoyed that type of anime. Like the format of the story was something we enjoyed, and just it caught us by surprise, I think, bro.
Where's Death Note, or am I just not seeing it? Okay, yeah. Let me clarify some things for the people just joining. This tier list is made up of specifically series that we've watched on this channel. So everything you're seeing here, we have a reaction series to. We have a reaction series to My Hero, Vinland Saga, Ranking of Kings, Blue Lock, Mob Psycho, all this shit you see here, bro, we've reacted to on this channel. That's what makes this tier list a little special. It's kind of exclusive to us.
Yeah, this is like an exclusive Cruz Brothers React, a tier list as of today, you know, as of whatever the date is today. But
yeah, I would put a ton of anime on here if I could, but this is I think
also clarifying that, you know, we've seen some anime off camera that are not on this list as well. So, you know, we're only putting the anime that we've watched here on the channel, you know, and we actually reacted to.
Death Note obviously got tier anime, man.
Yeah, we've both seen Death Note even before we started this channel. So
separately, that's how you know it's good.
We've watched a couple animes before starting this channel, but for the most part, you know, pretty noob when it comes to anime.
I'm curious to see where Blue Lock is going. You want to do Blue Lock links just to fuck it?
Nah, man, we got to go in order, bro.
How about we start from this end?
Bro, you got to just, I mean, we could start wherever the chat wants us to start type shit.
Yo, which one? Yeah, just tell us in the chat which one you want us to rank next. I think that's a fair thing to do. If y'all want us to do Blue Lock, fuck it, we'll do Blue Lock. Blue Lock is it's one of those animes, bro. You don't even, this motherfucker always talk about, I don't even like sports anime, but this one was different.
The thing about sports anime is just they just do it different in the sense where it makes it entertaining. I don't know, in general, just a sports story, I guess.
They definitely spice it up a lot in anime.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's movies out there that has to do with sports. You don't have to be in sports to watch a good sports movie. Like, there's been movies in the past that they've made, like The Longest Yard or something, like, you know, in general, just, or like, it could be interesting, but it just has to have a good story behind it, I guess.
Or like fucking Drumline, right? When that movie came out, no one fucking knew how to be a drummer. Like,
I mean, bro, I wouldn't say that's a sport, but
I mean, it's an activity, you know what I mean? It's the same fucking sense, right?
Like, it could be, but I don't know. But freaking
you guys fuck with you guys mess with Blue Lock?
I mean, I guess we're doing Blue Lock next, man. But yeah, Blue Lock, bro. As for sports anime, and I haven't, this is coming from someone who's literally seen only 2 sports anime, I think. I actually enjoyed Blue Lock probably better than I did Haikyuu, and that's not to say that it's better. I just enjoyed it more as like a fantasy story, because I'm always in some fantasy sci-fi things, you know, and like this felt more like something out of the box that cannot really be a thing, because if it is, it's crazy.
Exclusive ass training ground, like setup story, like that was mad cool. So yeah, C tier. B tier.
I don't know.
We could also order these two from best to not as good. So
yeah, we'll do that at the end, I guess, or as we go. But
B tier.
Blue Lock and B tier. Like, sports anime wouldn't be my first pick to watch, you know what I mean? But it still was surprisingly good.
Bro said Boruto S tier. David, what are you doing in my chat, bro?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to Boruto. Let's do slime next.
Alright, that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
This was a big one for the channel.
This one was an alright one, man.
A lot of people watch the reactions, but our personal opinion, that's different. Okay, Slime isn't as bad. It's not bad, but
it's not bad at all.
It's not the best thing I've seen, bro.
And then on top of that, I wouldn't say that it's amazing. I think it's all right, you know. It's a little better than average, in terms of some of the fights that we got in this show, bro. Like, we got some pretty cool things happening. I'm pretty sure. We had a couple hype moments in this anime for sure. Things that got us, you know, excited.
But you know what I also remember from Slime? Boring ass episodes, hot tub scenes where they're talking about logistics.
If we're real, you know, like, this would probably be in the C category, just because there was probably a lot of things that we didn't like about it.
Word, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't hate Slime at all.
But it was good though.
I put on C tier. And you listen, bro, get used to that, man, because a lot of isekais didn't work for us, bro. So that's the higher tier of isekai that we watched, to be honest.
Yeah. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures on here, but we haven't even really technically finished this series. We haven't continued.
I think we can.
We've seen only like the beginning episodes of JoJo's, which is not a fair, I guess, assumption of the show, because
we got through several parts.
Yeah, but there was, bro, you know how many freaking seasons there are of this, bro? There's like fucking 6 or 7, bro, or something like that. But either way, like the newest things are probably the best in representation of the show, you know, because it's the most recent animation. We've been watching old shit of this. So JoJo's is more of like a cartoonish type of show, in my opinion. They have like a lot of funny gaggy episodes.
Yeah, it's charming. And if you're exclusively on YouTube, you probably don't even know this, but yeah, we watched a lot of JoJo's on Patreon.
Yeah, JoJo's is just long as fuck. That's what it is. Like, we've watched a lot. It's just there's still a lot more to be watched.
There's not a lot of episodes on YouTube. It's all exclusive to Patreon. But yeah, we watched a lot, but it's like it has a charm to it. Honestly, it's made me laugh a lot, but it's also there is a very good niche thing about this old school anime. Like, it has that very old school feel to it, like at least the episodes that we watch, obviously, because it was the older seasons, but it just has that old feel where it's just classic feel to anime. And I don't know, it feels pretty nostalgic to watch. It's pretty trailblazing too. A lot of the things we saw in there, we were like, yo, this inspired that. That inspired this.
That's another thing that we got from this show as well. Like, a lot of the things that we were seeing in the show, it reminded us of so much anime that we're seeing now in modern day type shit. This show obviously was out a long time, and I don't know what the dates are, but I'm pretty sure we looked into it at one point, and JoJo's came out first in a lot of these
at
animes.
Least 80s,
you know what I mean? So JoJo's definitely is a pioneer for anime. You know, a lot of people got ideas from JoJo's, bro. And not only in anime, bro. There was a lot of ideas in this anime that I feel was taken for like movies type shit, bro. There was a lot of inspired ideas, I don't know if they were inspired by movies or if it was the other way around, like I said, but there was a lot of good stuff.
But with saying that, even though it's like trailblazing and all that shit, for my personal opinion, it's not that high for me. I would say it's like C tier.
Yeah, it feels like watching it just feels like there's just every episode is canon, but it just feels like a lot of them are filler because you're just going on through all these crazy adventures.
Like I said, it's exhausting sometimes, but it's good. It's funny, got a lot of laughs out of it, a lot of interesting ideas. So it deserves some credit for that, honestly.
Yeah, I'll put it in C as well, but yeah, man, freaking, I really interested too. Yeah, I'm interested is for sure to see the new seasons of JoJo's. We eventually will go back to JoJo's and finish it up, you know, probably. But who knows? Probably. You know, we'll give it some more love like we've been doing One Piece, because lately we've been giving a lot of love to One Piece, because One Piece is a special anime in a lot of people's hearts. So we got to show some respect on that one. But you know what time it is, man. Next anime.
To Your Eternity is a hard one for me, bro. It's a little shitty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Come on, man.
The second half only, right? Season 2 was kind of shitty, but I remember
To Your Eternity started off so good, man, but it just went to shit, like, in my opinion. And it didn't go to shit in the sense of story, because I think they did have some good storytelling in the second season when they were explaining I forget the main character's name in that
Fushi?
They were explaining Fushi's being and his connectedness to everything in one and all that stuff. You know, I thought that stuff was good. I just did not like the end arc scenes, like the whole war in general. That shit to me was the most anticlimactic shit ever.
Bro, speaking of wars, I mean, we're not at SAO yet, but we literally just got done reacting to some new SAO episodes. Fuck, bro, you want to see a good war scene, watch that shit. But you know, you watch something like that and then compare it to Your Eternity's war, is night and day, bro. Like, which one's more exciting?
It's like To Your Eternity really has a good concept that a lot of people could get a lot out of. Like, you can get some deep meanings out of To Your Eternity's anime, but it's subjective. I don't know. I think a lot of people would get bored watching this shit.
Cherry scene had me dying. Yeah, bro, that cherry scene in JoJo's was fucking disgusting. All right, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'd probably put it.
I want to put it in C just because it has a good story. Its story is really good.
It's kind of 50-50 for me, so I think C is a good place for it.
And honestly, you know, the thing with that show is also it's not over. Like they left it on an open-ended.
Oh yeah, it's got season 3 coming.
Yeah, so it's not over, you know.
Word.
So that story definitely has more to be told.
Classroom of the Elite.
All right, so we're watching Classroom of the Elite right now. This is actually on right now, and this show actually is pretty crazy in the sense of like.
I got a lot of good memories with it.
All the crazy strategic plays that these kids do in the show, but sometimes it could feel a little unrealistic at times. I don't know, just with the whole thing about them spreading rumors and stuff like that.
Do you recommend watching it? I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up with the comments, bro.
They're saying do you recommend watching it? They were asking for JoJo's, and I don't know, you know, it's up to you if you want to really get into the JoJo's saga. It is a really long anime, but I will tell you this, even if it feels like a cartoonish, gaggy-ish show, it does have a story in there, and it's a really good deep one.
The story's deep.
It's a deep one because it's been going on for a while, and it still has depth to and connections to the beginning of the seasons.
There's a whole ass timeline. We're talking a timeline, right? We're fucking JoJo's.
So honestly, JoJo's is definitely a classic and a you know.
I'd say give it a try at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Give it a try. See if it's your type of shit, you know. But Classroom of the Elite, I kind of like Classroom of the Elite. I'd at least put it in front of Slime. I don't know about you.
Wait, what?
Classroom of the Elite. I'd least put it in front of Slime.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. For me right now, Classroom of the Elite is kind of stale, so I think for me that shit would be lower.
Well, it's kind of weird, this tier list, bro. We're kind of doing a combination of me and Chris's opinion, so it's gonna get iffy, you know what I'm mean? What's the channel name before it was renamed to Cruz Brothers? Homemade Reactors. For y'all OGs, bro. Peter the Great, you were probably here during that time, but yeah, that was the original name, bro. One Piece trash tier. Damn. Like, what's your IG ID? I got IG, but it's a personal IG. We haven't really made an IG for, you know, we should actually do that. I've been thinking about it because I want to put reels up on Instagram and shit.
Yeah, maybe in the future we'll get a channel ID.
I'll keep you updated, bro. Tune in every week, man. Tune into the live streams. I might have an update.
Good, Warners. But yeah, freaking what's next on the list here?
Hero.
Rising of Shield Hero.
That's D.
This story was fucking.
That's like D, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It has a somewhat interesting story, but I said it probably the weakest out of all the isekais that we've seen type shit.
Yeah, like I said,
like Slime, I would even put Slime above that one because and I do think the Rising Shield Hero has a kind of like a decent story, but some shit doesn't make sense. But Slime entertained me more. Right. I got more entertainment out of Slime.
Haven't been here since the Frontiers lives. Yo, shout out to Blaze, bro. That was my fucking live streams I was doing for Sonic Frontiers on this channel. This man still subscribe, yo. Appreciate you for sticking around, bro. But yeah, Shield Hero, like I said, Slime in terms of isekai, probably the highest tier isekai on this list. You know, we'll have to debate that when Shoku Tensei when we get to that.
Wait, which one? Oh, right now Slime you think is the best one?
Yeah, Shield Hero is definitely below Slime. Shit. I'd say this is D.
Yeah, honestly, we're gonna have to put that one in D, bro.
D for dickhead anime.
Like I don't have no remorse about putting that shit in D.
No remorse.
So
that's crazy.
But yeah, shout out to whoever's here in the chat. You know, I know everybody's busy with real life stuff, so shout out to everybody being here. And happy Friday, by the way, to everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good week, good week of work, good week of school, whatever it was.
I'm happy as fuck it's Friday, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But yeah, freaking let's get on to the next one here. Tokyo Revengers. Yo, I actually recently seen that they actually have live action movies for the Tokyo Revengers show. Too. And you know what's crazy about it? There's more than one, so they do it in arcs, I guess. Wait, the movies. Yeah, there's more than one Tokyo Revengers movies. So apparently they're doing it in arcs. But yeah, I didn't watch it or anything like that because maybe one day we'll fucking watch it, but who knows?
Oh yeah, true.
And especially there'll probably be spoilers in there, so I didn't want to watch it. But Tokyo Revengers, man, a very interesting story about time traveling. And for me, man, time traveling, anything that has to do with time traveling is so interesting and cool, but it could get messy at the same time. So it's very double-edged sword when you tell stories about time traveling, bro.
But it's funny too. Some things that happen in the show are so goofy, bro. Like the realism in the show is hilarious to me, and the fact that it makes me laugh, I gotta give some points for that. But it's kind of ridiculous at the same time. I don't know, bro. But I do like the story. I do. It's engaging enough, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It really is good, to be honest, and I can actually see this being done in live action type shit, like a really good story about it, because I feel like it is a really that good of a story that they're telling here.
It's here, maybe.
Such a fucking underdog main character, which you hate to see it, but sometimes it could be a good thing, sometimes it's an annoying ass thing, and in this case I'm gonna say it's an annoying ass thing.
12-year-old gang members built like
fucking Takamichi.
12-year-old gang members built like 17-year-old Jotaro.
Someone asked if we're gonna react to Solo Leveling. Bro, we're already reacting to Solo Leveling. What you mean, man? That shit about to come out tomorrow.
Shit, we got the whole schedule right here on our whiteboard. You want to see
they're
it?
probably just asking if we're gonna react to it tomorrow. But yeah, we would definitely be on that tomorrow. But
word.
Yeah, man.
C tier.
Wait for what?
Tokyo Revengers.
Oh man, this story is pretty decent, but yeah, just leave it C tier.
C tier, man. Trigun Stampede.
Trigun Stampede, man. That shit was crazy, man. Like, what a remake, bro. I don't know if we have any original Trigun fans in the comments here, but if we do, sure. It definitely was an old school show. It's not even an anime, right? It was like was it considered an anime?
Yeah, it's an anime.
But because I remember seeing it on Toonami type shit, so I know the Toonami showed anime.
It's stuff. Yeah, it's Japanese animated, so it's anime.
So yeah, it was an old school anime, man, and I don't know if we have any fans here, but if you guys, what do you guys think, man? What did you think of the remake, bro? Did it do it justice? Because I personally did not see the old school version, but this remake was fucking amazing. I remember seeing small episodes of the original Trigun, but not seeing anything fucking crazy.
Weird.
It just looked weird to me. But the whole setting is actually a really cool setting, bro. A whole futuristic Western world. That's a cool setting to have, you know. Reminds me of Westworld.
I remember watching Chainsaw Man reactions in class during finals. Good ass times. Yo, shout out to Blaze, bro. Thank you for supporting your boys. And yeah, we got Chainsaw Man on this tier list too. We're gonna have to put it somewhere. I don't know where. Is it worth watching? Trigun Stampede?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth watching, bro. I know a lot of people don't like 3D, but if you're ever gonna watch a 3D animated anime, Trigun Stampede is probably the best first 3D anime.
This is probably like the Disney version of anime, like in anime form.
It's very it's very beautiful. It's a beautiful ass looking show with the 3D models.
And the story is pretty deep too. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I like the story.
I don't want to spoil anything, but that shit is pretty crazy.
B. Maybe B.
Yeah, actually, I don't know, man. That shit might be an A, bro. As a whole, as an animated story and animation, how they did it. The only thing I don't like about Trigun is some of the characters. Some of the characters are right to me. You know, yeah, that's the only thing that I think is all right. But the story, the animation, the visuals, everything was freaking
You put in front of My Hero Academia?
Yeah, I put them, bro.
Boom. Yeah, Slime, we had to give it to C tier, my boy. You know, we liked it, but a lot of isekais were hit or miss for us, and you know, it just wasn't our favorite, you know, but it wasn't bad either.
What for what?
Reincarnated as a Slime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got that action, man, but the story wasn't hitting hard enough.
How is Tokyo Revengers and Classroom Elite same tier? Bro, listen, I told you. The title of this damn live stream is Tokyo Unhinged tier list.
Honestly, bro, I don't know which one you prefer, but I personally think Tokyo Revengers is better than Classroom Elite, and we obviously have it in front of it, so you know.
Like, bro, I'm telling you right now, I said this at the beginning for a reason. This is going to be the most uncommon tier list you've seen on YouTube. We are not like these other anime YouTubers, bro. You may think we're noobs or whatever the fuck, but this is our straight up opinion, and it's different. That's all I got to say, man. You're not gonna see these animes in places you think you're gonna see them.
Tommy said Tokyo Revengers should be D. Tokyo Revengers.
It's fun, bro. Tokyo Revengers is fun.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm questionable about putting it where it is right now, just because I think it has a lot of flaws. But I do think it's an entertaining story. You know.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at this lineup, Slime has a lot of flaws too.
Yeah, all these anime and C under JoJo have a lot of flaws, because I don't think JoJo's had anything we really didn't like. Besides,
anything too bad besides dragging.
You know, so that's what it is, man. And you know, Trigon's up there, bro. So make sure, if you guys haven't already, to check out Trigon Stampede, because that shit has some beautiful CGI.
Most of Hinge would be Boruto at S. You're not wrong, bro, but I don't think we're gonna go that crazy. You are smarter than those guys, in my opinion. Yeah, appreciate it, Raiden. Yeah, we make these educated
we might listen,
man.
We might look like
anime professionals,
noobs when it comes to anime, man. But we've been watching this shit even before the channel.
Listen, bro, we may look like unintelligent ghetto ass hood rats, but listen, we know what we're talking about with anime, motherfucker.
All right, next on the list, One Punch Man. One Punch Man, yo, damn, that shit was like a banger, bro, for real. Like when you watched One Punch Man, it just felt like you were watching something new, like something that felt
word. It's one of those trailblazers, like,
and it's not even like they haven't done this trope before. I'm sure this trope has been done before, where we have an overpowered main character, right? I can't think off the top of my head where they've done this trope before in another anime, but I feel like it has been done before. But One Punch Man just felt so like fresh and new when it came out, and it was definitely big as fucking talked about. So,
well, technically we watched only season 2 on the channel.
Yeah, we never watched the first One Punch Man season.
Unfortunately.
I actually think we watched it off camera, the first One Punch Man.
We did separately.
So this is how you know that this is the type of anime that attracts us before we were even doing this channel type shit. Because a lot of people say that we watch animes just for the views. Bro, every anime that we watch on this channel is because it interests us, bro. We don't just watch some whack shit.
Bro, it literally this channel started as us continuing anime we were already watching, but on camera. That's literally how it started. Attack on Titan, we continued that on the channel. One Punch Man, we continued that on the channel. Fucking all these animes we were watching, we just continued it on the channel. And that's how it started. And then we just started watching new shit. But
yeah.
Kind of miss Chris's shaved look. They want the old Chris, bro. With the orange background.
I mean, there is like I said this in the beginning of our stream. I don't know if you were here, but most of the anime that we have seen on this channel, we've watched it because we are interested in it, and we've actually enjoyed watching it throughout the channel. But I will say there is some anime out there. I ain't gonna spoil it for when we get to it, but there is a fucking anime on this list that might end up in trash tier. I'm just gonna tell you fucking right now.
There's more than one, actually.
There might be more than one. I don't know. We'll see.
One, actually.
But yeah, let's keep going. And the next on the list is Sword Art Online.
By the way, this is where I put One Punch Man.
Oh yeah, let's see where you put it actually.
I think it's right next to JoJo's.
I think it's above JoJo's, if anything. I enjoyed it more than JoJo's.
But yeah, but season 2 was kind of iffy though. That's why I put it here. Because season 2, remember, the animation was like, ill, like that shit was not as good as season 1.
Yeah,
they had problems, bro.
Yeah. You can put it right there. That's good. Yeah, JoJo still deserves respect over that. To be honest, it's just too classic and
Boruto's done for. Yeah, these covers are funny as hell, bro.
But yeah, man, you already know what time it is, man. What's next on the list?
Sword Art Online. We just got done watching episodes from the Alicization War. This is a hard one, bro. This is a hard one because it's mixed. It's mixed like a lot of these fucking animes, bro.
Hey, man, this shit has one of the craziest stories that you'll probably see in any anime.
Yeah. Let's make sure not to spoil our reaction or anything, you know, because that's all exclusive content.
I mean, you're the one talking about it.
I know. I'm excited, bro. The fuck. That shit is beautiful. But yeah, we are at the Alicization War, and I'll just say
a lot of people don't like Sword Art Online because there's a lot of, I guess, talking and a lot of probably dragged out things.
But that's the thing. Way. I feel like a lot of people don't like it. Never got to this part.
And I also heard like that in the anime version, it's even more condensed in the anime version than it is in the manga, because apparently they show a lot more in the manga in certain points of their life in these games than they do in the show. But fact is that it's just very long. It feels that way sometimes in some of these situations.
Some of the arcs are just boring. Let's be honest. The Alpine arc was boring.
The problem was that they had a good start in their first season where they got you very excited about a plot, and then they completely throw you into something else, and from there it goes like downhill in a pacing wise.
It's a roller coaster, honestly.
And then once that pacing is over, once you get over that hump, that shit'll go back up again, and then you get to go on a big ass King Dakar roller coaster.
But I'm not even gonna undermine this shit. I'm not just saying some of the arcs were boring. Some of the arcs were just trash. That Alpine arc with his sister was trash.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. That takes a lot of points of it away from me.
That one definitely was fucking annoying and uncomfortable to watch. It was just some dumbass plot points. I'll tell you that.
I'm not gonna lie.
It actually felt like a different writer was writing that season specifically because of how it was going, bro. It at times was feeling like a harem type shit, bro. Like some weird shit going on there. I ain't gonna spoil it, but that shit was fucking weird, bro.
Damn, low C, I'd say. I think it deserves high C at least, because the Alicization arc I think is that good. You know, it brings it up a bit.
Yeah,
I put it above One Punch Man or JoJo's. Maybe not above JoJo. I don't know.
Yeah, I would put it probably below JoJo's, maybe around there, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe we'll move it around a bit.
Zom 100. This is another one of those animes we didn't finish. So again, take this with a grain of salt. Wherever we put this, take it with a grain of salt. We still have to go back to this one.
Yeah, the concept for SAO probably is the best thing about that show. But yeah, Zom 100, freaking, this show was pretty interesting, bro. It started off really good. And also the concept of and genre of the show is very intriguing to me. The fact that they are in a zombie world, but it's almost like a horror comedy when you're watching this. So it's pretty fun to watch and entertaining.
Word. Yo, just a quick reminder to the chat while we got you guys here. We have a new join button next to our subscribe button. If you look down below, we got a join button for members. The members gives you exclusive benefits. You get emotes to use not only in the live streams, but in the comment sections of all our videos, priority replies from us personally, and early access reactions a week early to whatever we're watching currently, One Piece. So you get the next 4 episodes edited of One Piece early if you join as a member. We have no members right now, so I haven't posted anything. So there's no one to see it, but consider supporting your boys, bro. Join that membership and get some exclusive benefits.
Yeah, Blade said that Zom 100 is good, but it's probably not better than anything but Shield Hero on the list, and I probably agree with that statement. That's probably exactly where it deserves to be, right? Like D tier above Shield Hero, I guess.
Oh, you know? I don't know, man. I would put it above like Slime and them.
I don't think Zom 100 is, I don't know, like we can't really judge it that far and say that it's not that deep of a show, because there was some hints and foreshadowing moments of deepness in it, I guess you want to say, with some of the characters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There was nothing bad about what we saw. It was just the delays that were annoying. I didn't really mind anything of Zom 100. I thought it was all pretty solid. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty solid. Yeah, it probably is above that, to be honest. It probably would be above in terms of how much we liked it and in the interest. Probably above To Your Eternity, but below Slime. I don't know.
You think so? I'll put it above Slime.
Yeah, maybe above Slime.
Yeah. No disrespect to Slime.
I think that's a safe assumption. Slime was good, man, but
I
think it needs some more deepness.
Someone commented earlier, One Piece about to be low as hell because we haven't finished it.
I mean, at the end of the day, we just kind of have to judge about what we've seen.
Bro.
And from what we've seen, I can say that One Piece is a lot better than a lot of animes we've already watched just from the fucking 100 episodes that we've seen so far. I think we're like 100 something episodes in now, or no, we're close to 100. We're getting close to our 100th episode of One Piece, so we'll see.
Pretty crazy, bro. What we've seen so far of One Piece, It's historical. It got a Netflix series, bro. I think this is the first anime here worthy of S tier.
One Piece. Yeah, I mean, like,
come on, bro.
For what we've seen so far,
Netflix series. Record breaking.
I'm not talking about like what its accomplishments though. I'm just rating it off what we've seen. And for what we've seen is actually really, really good. So yes, it could be there. I would say that I would put it in A tier until I can really see like more of One Piece, because the story just is crazy good.
That's fair. I'll put it in A tier, but honestly, 100 episodes. Some of these animes we haven't even watched 100 episodes, and in 100 episodes, this shit left quite an impression on us, bro.
Yeah,
it's a big one for real. That's a juggernaut. That's
definitely at the top of this list. And we've said this before in the beginning of our tier list. We'll probably change some of these animes around at the end, you know, try to place them in the right order.
Word.
But for right now, we'll leave One Piece at A tier, you know, just because we haven't finished it. So yeah, definitely got to have a high ranking on that one.
I gotta go, y'all. Yo, thank you for stopping
Blaze.
by, Blaze. Appreciate you, bro. I only watched the first 100 episodes and dropped it, but I like Luffy so much as a character. Yeah, bro. Like, some people, they just get exhausted. They stop watching it, but they love what they've seen. But damn, bro, that's crazy that motherfuckers just drop it like that. Blue Lock and MHA tier? Come on, bro. What you mean? It's above it, technically. The ones that are closest to the letter are the best in that ranking, by the way, guys. That's how we're doing it right now.
Yeah. So we're ordering them in the rank as well as putting them in tiers. But yeah, I guess move on to the next one.
Spy X Family.
Alright, we got Spy X Family here. This is more of a fun anime that we picked up, which surprisingly has been entertaining us for the most part. You know, I didn't think a cutesy anime would really get our attention, because the only other cutesy anime that we've seen, I guess you could say, is probably Ranking of Kings, and in my opinion it's not even that cutesy because there's a lot of action, and I think there might have been some gore in that show too. I'm not even sure, I forget. But yeah,
it's solid. It's just repetitive, honestly. The plot never feels like it moves anywhere.
Yeah, but
it has that sitcom vibe, and you know, fair enough. It does what it does. It knows what it is, and it does what it does well. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I put that shit.
This shit is hard, bro. Like, I don't even know at this point. I'll put it above To Your Eternity.
Yeah. Nah. That goes at the bottom of C, bro.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, bro. Their story is cool and stuff, but they haven't really gone into it like that. Like, they set up all the pieces for a very good story to be told there, but it hasn't been told yet.
Word. Yeah. Haikyuu is solid.
Yo, Haikyuu, yeah, man. Haikyuu's a solid ass sports anime. You know, I've said this before. This is probably this and Blue Lock are probably the only two sports anime that I've ever seen in my life. So that's including the ones on this channel. So
there's very few times where it got slow, but it did get slow sometimes for me. And we've seen like 5 or 4 seasons of it, so there's a lot.
The fact that it had that many seasons, you know, they have a lot of content to give. The places that it could have felt slow is, I guess, in some of the character development moments, but I feel like everything that happened in that show was
so good, bro.
Was like important to the story and the development,
important to the characters too.
Yeah.
And not only that, but when this show gets active, it gets super active, and it feels like an action anime. Some of the volleyball matches that we saw in that show were absolutely insane. We were fucking screaming at the screen at some of these matches. So it's pretty good, bro. I will put it up.
Yeah, sports aside, the story in Haikyuu is really, really good.
Yeah.
When it comes to their characters and their story. So
just the idea of getting better and better and better, bro. It's like some Goku shit. I will put it below Blue Lock, right next to it though, in B.
I mean, I wouldn't put it in B.
Nah,
the only reason I put Blue Lock in B is because I enjoy the sci-fi of it and the aspect of it.
I think it deserves it though, at least.
Or just, you know,
at least low B.
I don't know. you can put it there.
I'll put it there. I've been giving you some slides, bro. So that's mine.
What, bro?
One Piece being on an A.
Bro, it's not even a slide, you idiot. It's literally one offset.
And then something else. You put Spy Family over here. I don't agree with that. But it's whatever. I'll put Haikyuu there. What do you guys think, bro? Who's seen Haikyuu in here?
Haikyuu deserves respect for sure, man. Just because it has a good story in anime, so like it has a way better story than a lot of other animes type shit.
It's been going on mad long, bro. Just got to be doing something right.
And they got movies, bro. But yeah, next anime on the list is Bleach. You have the 1,000-Year Blood War there, but after we're talking about the whole show in general, so
are we?
Yeah, man. This is what we've reacted to. These are the shows. But yeah, Bleach in general, like the whole show, we obviously didn't react to like the first. I don't even know how many seasons were there before the Blood War. Was it like 1 or 2 or something like that? But we saw Bleach off camera, you know, on our own time, and I honestly loved the beginning of Bleach. I thought it was one of those anime that was so good that it rivaled some of the other best anime in the game. You know what I mean? Like I put Bleach back in the day when I was a kid watching anime. I put that up against like some of the best anime, like what is it? You know, freaking Dragon Ball Z or you know, any other good ones that were going on at that time. And that's the level I put Bleach at, because the world and the story and the fighting and all that stuff and the power system, all that stuff was that good.
I'll say this about Bleach. It doesn't have the most interesting story. It does get very interesting at points. But I think the thing that shines most for me personally with Bleach is that the characters are just fucking cool. And there's not a lot of anime where I feel like the characters are just cool. This is one of those animes where I think the characters are kind of cool, bro. Like, they dress fucking cool as hell. They're just like chill as shit. I just like it for that, honestly.
Yeah, everybody had a sleek look, but yeah, I will say the story isn't anything.
It's not special, crazy. Honestly. If anything, it's low B.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know y'all want Bleach higher, but let's be real here, bro. Like, we gotta be honest with ourselves. We gotta put the nostalgia aside. I love Bleach, man. I watched that shit in high school. I accept that. Yeah.
That's about right.
Made in Abyss was just insane.
Made in Abyss,
Holy
for me,
shit,
is definitely one of the personal favorites for what we reacted to, bro. This was such a out-of-the-box anime, something that we did not expect at all when we started watching this. And just the story of it really intrigued me, of this hole being in the middle of a place, and it just infinitely goes down, and they try to go as far as they can.
Yeah, let's not even get into the lore. There's a lot of lore there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like, I guess, the synopsis.
Bro. And not only that, I know every anime that has made me cry, and this is one of them. This is one of those fucking animes, bro, that did it to me. I remember that scene. I can't remember its name.
Don't spoil it, man.
I can't even remember it, bro. I know the scene, but I don't remember.
But yeah, this is definitely an anime that you and I expect, bro. Man. This is a crazy one, bro. It gets really, really good in terms of mystery and shit that you will not expect.
Are you counting all of MHA? Yeah, with anime, you know, not manga stuff.
Yeah, we're counting pretty much where it's up onto the anime now, since we're up to date.
But yeah, that means including the bad though too. There's a lot of good in My Hero, but we gotta include that with some of the bad stuff that we didn't like necessarily. That's why it is where it is, you know. Boom. But yeah, Made in Abyss has to be A, bro. I think so.
Yeah,
at least low
for
A.
Sure. Yeah, that shit is really good.
Okay, I put this here. It's not an
what are you
anime.
doing, bro? You just said it was only anime.
Listen. Okay, I put it here as an exception because this is from a manga. It is a Japanese manga. It just wasn't adapted into anime form. It was adapted into live action, which and it's an isekai. More importantly, that's why I put it on this list, because we have a lot of isekai that we reacted to, and I remember when we watched this show, it was probably the best isekai we've seen on this whole fucking channel. That's important. It was that good. I don't know. Not anime. Come on, bro.
Don't count, man. I don't know why he put it there.
Come on, bro. You gotta put it up here somewhere. It could have been an anime, like.
Shit ain't anime, man.
Oh my god, bro. This is for manga. See, man. Yo, give me some credibility here, man.
But I mean, as for the story of Alice in Borderland, yeah, that shit was it was a pretty emotional and good one, you know. Like I said, I like that sci-fi shit, and this was definitely out there. And I'm pretty sure there was a really crazy twist at the end. I honestly 100% remember what it was, but I know there was a crazy twist with the whole thing. But
it was poetic and more than sci-fi.
It was very deep when it came to the characters and the emotions that came out of them. So yeah, hard. It was a good story for sure. That's all I gotta say about it. I don't know where Johnny's gonna rank it.
That's above Bleach.
This man says Space Jam is the best isekai.
Come on, bro.
That's like the opposite of isekai. That's like somebody else from another world coming here type
He's comparing my fucking me putting Alice in here as like Space Jam or some other, anything can be isekai. But this is legit Japanese manga stuff, so I think close enough.
Our boy Raiden remembers all the OG shit.
Yeah, it's still on the channel, man. They can still see that content.
But yeah, freaking
shout out to Raiden.
Next on the list is 86. 86, man. That shit was a pretty emotional anime. And it had a really good story. In the sense of immersion in this world. Like you really felt immersed in this world when you were watching this show.
It had a lot of annoying parts, I remember. Just some of the episodes, but it was solid.
It was solid, yeah. I wouldn't say it was the best thing that I've seen, but this was a very solid show, and it was more on the emotional side, you know. So if that's the type of anime you like, then this
I'm feeling like somewhere around here.
This is the one for you. I want to put it up there, man. This shit definitely was deep though, and it had a message. Yeah, but I just, for me, entertaining wise, it was right. Yeah, it probably deserves around there.
Yeah,
or somewhere around these shows.
Boom. Shit, we got a few more, man. Mob Psycho 100. This is a classic reaction series on the Cruz Brothers React, guys. One of the very first new animes we watched. And for the most part,
Mob Psycho 100
didn't disappoint really.
For me, this is one of those animes that was really classic and good in the beginning, but when it came back, it wasn't. It was one of those animes that didn't hit as hard as it should have when it came back, like Bleach, for instance.
Yeah,
that's how I felt about the most recent season of it, because we got some really crazy stuff in the previous season, like the way they ended it, and then it took a while to come back. Shit, I was expecting some extravagant shit, like when it came back, you know, with like better animation or something. Like I feel like we didn't even get that.
But you know, the ending was pretty climactic with Mob doing what he did and them stopping him.
Bro, stop spoiling.
That was very vague, bro.
This man is just a spoiler.
That was very vague. No one's gonna catch on to that.
But yeah, freaking bro, how you gonna say they're trying to stop the fucking hero of the show?
Bro, they don't know what that means, bro.
You spoiled it.
They don't know what that means.
You spoiled it. Anyways, freaking Mob Psycho, yeah, it was alright. It wasn't my favorite. But it definitely started off strong and had a good story to it for sure.
And I love Reiken. So
yeah, and the character relationships deserve some high tier shit, because when it comes to character relations, that's one of the main things when I feel like when it comes to ranking an anime is how well the characters were portrayed and their relationships.
Alright, how do you feel about this spot?
Nah, I'll put it under. I would put that even under, like, I wouldn't even put it in B. I put it in C somewhere, probably under 86, or no, above 86.
Fine, One Punch Man seems right.
One Punch Man.
And matter of fact, these are the same author. One Punch Man and Mob Psycho.
Yeah,
they deserve each other. But yeah, Castlevania.
Yo, this is not anime.
You're joking. This is a joke.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Are you serious right now? Castlevania, you're saying is not anime?
God.
Bro, that is anime. What the hell is anime then? If Castlevania is not anime, what's anime? Someone tell me.
It's not anime.
It's literally Japanese inspired animated series, bro. It is literally an anime just with English voice. They got a Japanese dub to this shit. This has to be pure as.
But yeah, let's just rate it anyway, because this obviously was one of the craziest animated things that we've seen,
and a big series on the channel too.
Yeah, this anime felt so real and like so good in the sense of shots, visuals. It really felt like you were watching a movie type shit when they were telling this story, and a lot of the visuals they were using. And I can just remember one of the most things that I remember specifically about the show is the amazing dub acting that was done in the show. The dub actors that did this shit were spot on, bro. Like the voice acting in this show was freaking really, really good.
You know what I forgot to put on this list actually was Cyberpunk 2. Castlevania.
That was a good one, man.
Castlevania, I don't think it's written as like an original Japanese script, but it's I think it's Japanese animated for sure. Like kind of like Cyberpunk was.
No, bro.
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, you're just pulling shit out your ass right now.
It literally looks like an anime. Art style and everything. Like,
yeah, seriously. Look, they're even giving you the definition of anime just so to be clear. What the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, bro, we'll make a fucking exception. Who cares? Like, I should have put Avatar in here too. So then motherfuckers be like, all right, fine.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know.
Anime
gonna rank
inspired,
Castlevania?
sure.
Castlevania is definitely up there, man. If I wouldn't even be mad at putting that in S tier, because that's how good the story is, and the animation is just that good as well.
S tier is crazy. I wouldn't put S tier.
Bro, that shit is good, man. Like, the story, it's there. The only thing I would say, there were some boring parts in it where it felt like there was a lot of talking in certain parts, but overall, really the good story of Dracula being portrayed that well in animated form, I think that's deserves a lot of recognition.
And then we got Castlevania Nocturne too now. I'll put it at an A, maybe in between Ranking and Made in Abyss. Mushoku. Okay, yeah, we got Mushoku Tensei. You can't really see it's fucking blending in with the shit, but it's there. One of the better isekais. Let's put aside all the fucking controversy and the stupid shit that comes out of this show, and look at it objectively. It's one of the better isekais.
Definitely, it's definitely one of the most talked about isekais for certain reasons, and it just, like, there's so many things that make controversy in this show, but at the same time there's still people watch it because there is a very good story behind it, and it's not all just what it seems, you know. There's a deeper meaning behind a lot of things that's going on here. So it's one of those ones that you really have to freaking dive deep in or digest it in whatever way and perspective you think is best,
and mentally block out the weird shit.
Yeah,
at all times. It's a constant mental warfare when you're watching this show, and I gotta take away points for that personally. But I would put it
yeah, it's definitely more in the weird category as if for an anime.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to anime like that, bro, I just take points off just because, like, anime in general gets a bad rep from shit like this. And this, they push it to the extreme. You know what I mean? So and this is something that's in all anime. It's not even like just this anime. This is something that's in all anime, but they moderate it to a certain level. It's not in all anime. Let me not say that, but they use it a lot. Where fucking, you know, they just sexualize a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's you know, and the argument is, oh, it's a part of the story, it contributes to the story. No, it fucking doesn't. There are things in this show where they could have done without it, and they don't use some of the stupid things they put in here as plot points. It's just there. It certainly is a lot.
I wouldn't say that it doesn't have any meaning at all. Like, there's meaning in the things that happen, but it's just, I don't like the fact that they're trying to make meaning out of things like this just to implement it in the story. Like, it could, like you said, it could have done without, and they're just putting it in there to really, I guess, make the viewer feel uncomfortable, or really make you get a sense of what this main character is thinking, and the things that he is thinking is uncomfortable. So that's how the viewer should feel.
Listen, I'll just say this: they introduced a lot of flaws in Rudius that are never going to be addressed, and that's my problem with it. And part of it has to do with those weird moments. So
yeah. I mean, the story isn't over. Maybe they might go deeper into that, because still
from what I've heard from people who read the light novel.
Yeah,
that's
but
where it's going.
The thing is, like, it's still implemented in the story when it comes to Rudy and Rudius and his sexual desires. You know, it still plays into the story, because, you know, in the most recent thing that we're watching, it still has something to do with that. I won't spoil it, but, you know, obviously he still is dealing with those things in the current season. So it is a recurring thing that has not been fully dived into yet. So I wouldn't, you know, it is what it is. But Mushoku Tensei, you know, it deserves points for, you know, being talked about at least. And being having a pretty decent story.
Well, we're continuing the isekai trend with Re:Zero. And I did not like the show. For the most part, I did not like
Re:Zero. Re:Zero was another one of those deep things. I think the reason we didn't like Re:Zero is because I don't know. I feel like they said this before in our reactions, that some animes are adapted from novels or some shit like that, something like that.
Nah, bro. I remember a lot of things about the show.
Bro, like I said, the novel shit, like it seems more like a book in the way that they're presenting the dialogue in this show.
Okay, sure, yeah, but
and that's why you probably had a problem with it in the main sense.
There's other light novels on this list. We got Classroom Elite, that came from a visual novel. Mushoku Tensei. This does it the worst. Dialogue wise, Re:Zero is the worst offender of nonsensical dialogue. Like, I'm sorry, bro. It's hard for me to put this anywhere but D, personally.
I don't think it's as bad as you make it out to be, but I didn't really enjoy it to that degree. But I do think there was a lot of like good things to take from that show. Like there was a lot of deep things that you could get from that show.
There was a lot. There was a lot of lore and shit, but it's just drowned in characters I don't want to listen to.
But yeah, personally, I didn't enjoy it in a lot of moments as well. You know, they had a lot of fucking talking, like that novel. The thing that I explained about them portraying this shit like a novel type shit, like where it felt like the dialogue was just nonstop and just like it just kept going. At times, it literally felt like we were watching a still frame for a majority of the episode, and all you see is fucking subtitles on the bottom.
Half the episode is them arguing about nothing, bro. There's so many episodes like that in this fucking show. It's hard to sit through. This is anime only, yeah. Re:Zero, I would put it above Shield Hero just for the fact that Shield Hero doesn't really have a lot of substance. At least Re:Zero, even though it's fucking annoying to sit through, it has some substance to it, right?
Yeah.
So
I would put it around there as well. Maybe at the bottom of C, you know. The story I think is pretty deep. But yeah, man, not my favorite anime, man. One of those talking animes. You know, and then and people say that we only like action, but there's a difference between just straight fucking word vomit and then just having at least something.
Bro, word vomit, that's a good word for it. Fucking word vomit. I don't hate Re:Zero. I know it's got a loyal fan base. It's got some good qualities, but it is word vomit, bro. Code Geass is also word vomit. Yo, we're gonna get fucking shit on for these opinions.
Code Geass was one of those shows again. Like it's one of those shows that feels like it has a lot of talking and shit. And me personally, when it comes to those shows, I've never even been a fan of those shows. Like I think a good example I think of this might be like Gundam or something. Like when it came on, shows that had like a lot of talking or something in it. I've never watched Gundam either, so don't fucking gun me for Gundam is one of those, but because I know Gundam was liked by a lot of people, but it's just one of those, man, that just has a lot of sometimes, you know, when it comes to war tactics and stuff like that, and it's just talking about all those things. Like what was another show? Oh no, that was Code Geass. Okay, that was exactly the show that I'm talking about.
They had some good plays though. I remember Lelouch was doing some crazy stuff sometimes with his war tactics.
You know, obviously people got their own opinions, bro. People saying that some of these should be over others, man. First of all, this is a opinion rated ranking system, bro. This ain't fucking you know what it is. This is just our opinion on our based reactions of what we've seen on this channel, you know.
I don't think Code Geass was worse than ReZero. I think Code Geass is definitely above ReZero. I would put it at least like low C.
Yeah, I would put it above that too. And you know, a lot of people think this is like a Go anime type shit.
Oh yeah,
you know?
people love this anime, but I'm gonna keep it G with you, bro. That shit it was another one of those shows that was kind of hard to sit through.
Explain why One Punch Man is so low. Bro, what you mean, bro? One Punch Man is up there, man. Top of C ain't bad. What
High C, you know, that's like a C+ where it is.
You know?
For those of you who don't know how it's working, it's like...
Obviously, One Punch Man don't got the greatest story, mother.
Basically, the first ones in their tier section are the best. And the last ones are, you know, worst. So we got JoJo's up there with Sword Art Online and One Punch Man.
But yeah, also none of these positions are gonna are set to stay where they are. You know, we might move things around at the end of this tier list, just on our opinions most of the time. But you know, it is what it is, man. This is where everything is right now. So freaking, what did we just rank? What was the last one?
Code Geass.
Oh, Code Geass. So next one is Fire Force.
This is a good one. The lore in Fire Force, the world building in Fire Force is fucking phenomenal. The church thing, there's so much, man, that I can't remember.
There's some unexpected world building in the show that happened, especially in the most recent season, I think, that we saw. Like, there was a lot of things explained in that most recent season that tied to a lot of things that we saw in the first 2 seasons, or however many. I think there's 3 seasons, I'm not sure. But there was a lot of things that was tied into the beginning of the show, and the lore really goes deep in the show, so I'll give it a lot of points for that. Especially also the action, bro. They gave us one of the best anime fights, I think, in this show, which was when the brother fought, or he was fighting his brother or something. I forget it was, but that fight scene was crazy, bro. And
the sound effects stuck out so much in this anime that I think it inspired a lot of animes to use kind of that bassy, distorted sound for.
I mean, this anime sound reminded me of One Punch Man season 2. Like,
true.
The sound in that one.
But I think Fire Force took it to a new level, yo. They were doing old D shit with the sound effects.
Yeah. But freaking.
I think it's up there. I think it's at least B.
For Fire Force.
Yeah, because it has a great story, bro.
Yeah.
And the action is also solid as hell.
Yeah, Fire Force definitely is a solid anime for sure. Probably. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll put it above. Yeah.
Right there.
I might put it in between My Hero and Villain.
My Hero and Villain?
Oh no. Let's leave Villain above it.
Yeah.
Villain has that good of a story.
All right. Yeah, our fucking C tier is getting a little crowded here.
I mean, that's where we keep shit in the middle, you know, when that's where it deserves to be, bro. Well, actually, B is technically the middle, but.
Oh, word.
You know, you got to be special to be an S tier, so relax.
Literally, yo, we haven't put nothing.
We haven't even. The only reason One Piece is not an S tier right now is because we haven't finished it. But honestly, that's probably the only anime on this list right now that is close to being considered for S. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Demon Slayer is next.
Demon Slayer. Here we go. This one, I'm gonna say this is an interesting one. But yeah, it is kind of interesting, I guess. You know what I mean? Because when I say interesting, it's because there's like 2 levels here, and one is like here, and the other one is like mid. You know, when it comes to the animation, obviously that shit is up there, right? Because Demon Slayer has provided some of the best animation we've probably seen when it comes to in terms of new gen anime. And they've really showed us some pretty crazy shit. Yeah, but then I would we got, on the other hand, we got the mid story, bro. That mid story, like, I don't know, man.
Weighing it down, bro.
That shit, like, the story is all right, but I feel like it needs a lot more.
Demon Slayer had me asleep. I agree. Demon Slayer is definitely pretty buns. Season 2 was good. And also, I gotta make sure this is prefaced. Animation is good in Demon Slayer, but it's just the visual flair that's the main appeal, honestly.
Yeah, that visual flair really is what gets you, and then that's all they have too. Like, I wouldn't even say that their choreography is that all crazy. Like, they had some pretty hype moments. I will say that I think with like Nezuko and Tanjiro teaming up and doing some cool things in that nature of, you know, doing tag team moves, right? But anything else in choreography wise, I don't think is that great. Not that I can remember off the top of my head anyway. There's probably been some pretty decent scenes, but
I would say season 2's ending probably had the most survival feel to it, bro. Like, it was the events that transpired in the ending of season 2 was just fucking hype. So I give it credit for that. But that was only one season finale, so.
But yeah,
Demon Slayer is definitely carried by animation. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fact, bro. That's like it. You got to be real with yourself when it comes to that, man.
Probably put it below SAO, bro. It's trailblazing though, like, but
yeah.
Now, honestly, with shows like Jujutsu Kaisen that are pushing visuals, also, it's not that special anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, bro, there's only 2 anime out here that are doing it like
yeah,
that. And if
I know,
anything,
but
you got to put Jujutsu on a whole nother level when it comes to animation, because they did something that no other anime has done, and that is that fucking binge madness that they did.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous, and no animator should be put through that, bro. Honestly.
But yeah, I don't know. Demon Slayer probably around there.
I think it's fine there.
I think it's good there, but
is it above one? I don't think it's above One Punch Man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, animation wise, it's just like,
yeah, but
that boosts it a lot, but it's like what, One Punch Man doesn't have that good of a story either, you know, so you can't really put it under or over for that as
no,
well.
listen, man, the deeper tones,
like, what do you honestly think about this though? Which storyline would you prefer, One Punch Man's or Demon Slayer's?
One Punch Man's.
I don't know. I think Demon Slayer's to me is more exciting.
The story about One Punch Man is the simple fact that it's a man basically going through mental health struggles. Saitama is a depressing character if you think about it, and that's actually what I like about One Punch Man. Partly, I don't know. I'd put it there.
Yeah, I guess. I still put it above it.
Okay, so
especially the thing that you said. Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Fate Stay Night.
Fate Stay Night. I put this as a
What the hell are you doing?
I put bro. Listen, I put this as a representation for the entire Fate series. So we're gonna judge the entire Fate series with one logo.
For some reason, I always get Fate mixed up with ReZero. I don't know why. Because I guess there was one called Fate Zero or something.
Yeah,
but
Fate Zero.
Yeah, so Fate is another one of those animes that has a lot of talking, has that heavy dialogue in it, you know.
Entire Fate series gonna lie. It's a lot to package, bro. The Fate series has a lot of shit, and it's all separated, honestly.
Yeah, and the timeline is really weird when it comes to the Fate series as well. So it's one of those things that, you know, it's a weird one. It's
fucking weird, man.
Like, they have different timelines going in different directions type shit. It reminds me of the Terminator series, if you guys ever fucking seen the Terminator movies. Like, they literally have mad different timelines going all over the place, and none of the fucking movies make sense. But, you know, so
and they reuse character models and drawings so much, like, for each series. Like, oh, this is a Gilgamesh from this time, and then the same character design, but it's not Gilgamesh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is just too much.
But yeah, but besides that, Fate in general really caught my attention, because I love the fact that they implemented a lot of mythology into it, and old
conceptually
beings that are said to have existed but don't really know they existed, and then they put them in the show and like show that they can travel through time and show up in any timeline shit.
I'll say this about the Fate series: conceptually, it has a interesting ass concept. So
yeah, that concept definitely is very interesting.
That shit
to me,
hits, but it wasn't executed.
No,
I wouldn't have executed
I think it was good, bro. I just think that because of certain things about how we watched it affect our view on it.
Oh, the
order. Yeah. First of all, we watched it in a weird order, because we were trying to watch it in the chronological order, but we didn't know that the fucking timeline was gonna go into all these different situations. So if we didn't know that, we would have just watched it the way they came out in order, actually in that order, because that's probably the way they intended it for it to be watched. But it is what it is.
Also, let's not forget Fate Zero, quality wise, for their fights, on the same level as Demon Slayer. Do you remember the fights in
Wait,
Fate?
what are you talking about?
The quality of the fights. The
qualities, yeah.
Remember the movie?
The movie. You
Bro.
can't compare the movie to some of the, but the fights, yes, their animation was top tier. But the movie was on another level. Like that shit was on another level. Like we were comparing the movie to like Demon Slayer animation type shit because that's how good the movie was.
That shit
like
was
I don't know where the fuck they got the money for this shit, but they went in on that movie.
Where did the money come from?
I mean, their series was doing good, bro. They made the mad seasons. Like they kept fucking telling the goddamn same story over, but they made mad fucking seasons. But yeah.
Oh shit.
But no, for me, Fate's story definitely was deeper, and someone said animation carries Fate. I don't think so. I think Fate's animation and its story hold each other up together pretty equally.
I'm not a fan of the convoluted feel I get from Fate series, but I do agree the story can get interesting and the animation does hit. It also has word vomit, like we've been saying with some of these other shows, Code Geass, ReZero.
Yeah.
They have a lot of word vomit. Not a fan of that shit, the visual novel stuff. It's hard to sit through, like I said. Same criticism with a lot of these shows.
Right. So yeah, I definitely would put this in low C or probably above Code Geass because I enjoyed the Fate series better than the Code Geass in my opinion.
Should I put this above Spy X Family too?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, should we put
actually
above Spy X Family? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. It had a better story, and also I think Fate's probably above To Your Eternity as well, because the story and animation was way better than To Your Eternity for sure. Yeah, like even the story was better than To Your Eternity. Come on, man. You tell me the Fate story wasn't better than To Your Eternity story?
Yeah, but To Your Eternity was humble, man. I don't know. I like To Your Eternity.
It had a good story, but it just fell off on that second season, bro. You got to take mad points away from that.
You know what? Shit, I put this above Slime too. I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm saying. This you have to put respect on Fate.
Fate is not bad. Not that bad.
I'm telling you, our viewing experience was fucking affected by the way we watched that shit.
Yeah, but you know,
that's not the only. But even
sure.
watching in the normal version, we still would have felt like we were watching the same shit over, to be honest. Because 2 of those fucking seasons felt like literally the same thing, just being told in a different way.
I know they need to completely reconstruct their company policies at MAPPA and in the animation industry in general. The way their employees are getting treated is criminal. Shit, bro. And if they keep treating their employees like that, like the way they treat their employees, they're gonna replace them with AI. If there's an option to replace artists with AI in the coming years, bro, they're gonna do it. These people are heartless. They're fucking terrible. Slime being underrated, not gonna lie. It's like, nah. It's alright.
Nah, man. But yeah, after the next one, we got Parasite on the list.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen this one. And from what I can remember, we had a lot of good reactions to the beginning of this show. You know, it really caught our attention with this whole Parasite thing taking over type shit. I don't know if the story, because like for me, since we watched this so long ago, it's hard for me to remember. But for me, when I think of anime and I think of something that I can't remember, it was probably not that good, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. These are my emotions that I remember feeling watching this. It was exciting in the beginning, and then somewhere along the line, I think it started losing my attention. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. It wasn't bad though. There was some craziness in there.
Yeah, it had a good story for sure, bro.
Ooh. Right here.
I think it's even lower than Code Geass, bro. Even though I don't even like Code Geass' story that much. Actually, not above Code Geass, bro. I liked it better than that story too, man.
Yo, the Code Geass fans are gonna get on our head.
Bro, somebody said the Code Geass is ass, but man, we don't rank animes based on what the fucking community thinks, bro.
That's the problem, you know? Motherfuckers are gonna get a opinion that they don't agree with, and it's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Because everyone comes to a general consensus. They're afraid to have a different opinion. That's why motherfuckers, like, because they lash out so much. We don't give a fuck over here, so we're gonna tell you how we feel, bro. Oh wow, this one.
Wait.
You can't see the logo.
I can't even see that shit. What is it?
This is.
Put it over like the color.
This is reincarnated as an assassin. What the fuck was the full name? Aristocrat assassin. You remember
the
that
world's
shit we were
finest assassin?
The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated as aristocrat.
Yeah,
This is trash.
Long ass fucking name.
I'm sorry, but this anime is trash tier.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was trash, man.
That's trash tier, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This one was trash.
Yo, world's finest assassin, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was
yeah, bro. I remember the animation that they had in that shit.
And the animation was terrible.
Like, the only part that was good was literally the ending, and it was when one of these legendary knights came in the picture and they had some decent animation. That's literally the only part for me that was good.
Oh, yo, that shit.
We finally got one, guys.
When
the trash tier has arrived.
Let me tell you guys, bro. When we were working on that series for YouTube, uploading those videos that weren't fucking getting no views, number one. Number two, it was just a boring ass series. Number three, one of the worst reincarnated. It was just ass, bro. Like, I fucking regretted it every day that we edited that shit. Every time I fucking edited a video for that series, I regretted it. Definitely one of the worst reincarnation stories. The next one is The Promised Neverland. We never watched season 2. So wherever we place this, bro, it's gonna be based on season 1. Okay.
Yeah. Promised Neverland. Bro, this is one thing that I wish they
Fuck, it's hard to see the
I
title.
kind of wish they would make more good horror esque anime, because I think that's a untapped, not a very tapped in genre that a lot of anime does. Because there's a couple, you know, I would say that Made in Abyss is probably a horror anime, but there's not a lot of them, bro. And this one, when we first saw it, bro, this was some promising suspense in this shit, bro. And the story and the mystery behind the outside world was just so intriguing that it really got you honed in on the whole what was happening on the inside.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't have a whole community mad at season 2 if season 1 didn't hit so hard, right? So season 1 hit, bro.
Listen, bro, to be honest, we might have to go and just watch season 2 and then judge it based on our own opinion, bro. You're going off of what people are saying.
Yeah.
We don't know.
What deters me mainly is the fact that they derailed from the manga.
Yeah, that's the only thing that
I hate when they do that, bro.
You know, made us iffy about watching season 2, because otherwise we would have never listened to people's opinions like that. You know, we would still watch it for our own opinion. But the thing that deterred us was the fact that it went off of manga content material. And, you know,
like, who the fuck wants to see a story written by the producers? No one. Like, we want the original author, the one that gave us the hot shit to begin with. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Somebody said don't waste your time, really. But yeah, like I said, man, that season 1 was good, bro. I don't know what you guys think about that season 1, bro. Like, I want to see more horror anime, man. And this shit was good, bro.
I think that's a good spot for it. Maybe above Zone 100.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
Yeah, I would definitely put it right around there. Classroom of the League gotta go. Like, but yeah, anyway.
I mean, I could put it above Tokyo Revengers and Classroom League, and I'll feel fine about that, honestly. Shit, I'll put above Mushoku Tensei.
Nah, now you're going overboard. It wasn't better than those.
But season 1 was entertaining, bro. Like, I don't know.
It was, but you know,
like right there, fine.
The story was really good. That shit was really good, bro. Just thinking back on it, like I honestly want to see more anime like that have that really horror feel to it, you know.
Jujutsu Kaisen, the most popular anime in the last couple of years. Entirely.
Yeah,
this has dominated all other animes. But of course, this is opinionated, and we're not gonna follow the trends. It's good. Jujutsu Kaisen is very good, actually. What about Jujutsu Kaisen I don't like? What was I complaining about before? The battle system.
Jujutsu Kaisen, you were complaining about the power system. That was too complicated.
I hate that shit, bro.
That's, yeah, like Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those, like, I kind of like will compare Jujutsu Kaisen a little bit to Demon Slayer, in the sense of Like, actually, I wouldn't compare it to Demon Slayer because it does have a better plot. It has better choreography, and arguably the animation is just on par with it, if not better. You know, so yeah, can't compare it to that. But I will say that the story in general is not the greatest thing that I've ever seen. When we first watched Jujutsu Kaisen, I swear it felt like we were watching like a bootleg version of Naruto, where we have Kakashi as our leader, and then we have 3 little people that are being trained by their leader type shit, and they're going on missions. And they go on missions. You know, that's kind of like the premise that I was getting from it. And obviously they had their whole little thing about curses in this world, which I think is an interesting way to, you know, base your power and your world around, basing it around curses.
I give the show a ton of credit for simply integrating their power system with the actual world building. Like, the power system and the world building are kind of one. So I think that's something to be admired about Jujutsu Kaisen. But it's an info dump with some things, bro. Like, mainly the power system. That's my main complaint with Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't want to sit through and figure out what the fuck they're talking about sometimes, because it is just all over the place a lot of the times, and it's just not worth learning for me. Like,
sometimes things could feel like they're lost in translation too. Sometimes, I guess, because maybe they say a different way in the manga, or explain it a different way in the manga, and maybe they'll gloss over certain details in the anime or something like that. But
and if you take away all the complexities of the world building, the main plot, you know, curses versus humans, isn't the most amazing kind of plot.
Yeah, like
a little generic.
Like, I recently went back to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, like the beginning of the season type shit, just to, you know, refresh my memory on it, and like kind of like get back to the amazing animation scenes that we've seen this season, you know. But at the end of the day, watching that beginning season, I had the same feelings and emotions watching it on my own as when I was watching it on camera, and that was that it wasn't the greatest beginning that got me excited. Like, I remember us watching the beginning episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, we were like, okay, this is cool, you know. We didn't think it was gonna turn into something this big, you know, but it is what it is, man. They did an amazing job adaptating this anime, and at the end of the day, you could probably say that a manga is only as good as the people that are animating it, you know. But that you can't say that really, because mangas on their own is what makes, like, the fact that they're getting animated means they stood out, you know what I mean?
The story needs to stand on its own legs type shit.
So yeah, I'm just talking bullshit, but at the end of the day, Jujutsu Kaisen ain't the greatest, but when it comes to animation, bro, that shit is amazing. And if anything, a lot of the things that we talk about that has really good animation is not our cup of tea when it comes to the story. Fate Night, Demon Slayer, all these shows that are putting all this great animation don't really have the substance to back it up.
Jujutsu is one of those exceptions. I mean, like I said, it's not the greatest plot. I'd say the overarching story of Jujutsu Kaisen is pretty standard stuff. But it's the details and the world building really that make Jujutsu Kaisen what it is. And its characters. And I will say this about Jujutsu Kaisen, sometimes the show can be so fucking unpredictable. And it has some twists that, you know, I've never seen from an anime. Some of these twists are kind of out of the fucking box, you know. So I'll give it points for that also. I'd say B. Somewhere around B.
Yeah. Definitely have to put it in B.
I don't think it's better than Fire Force.
I mean,
I think it's
story-wise, probably not. Maybe
it's around there, right next to Fire Force somewhere.
I actually enjoy Fire Force's story better than Jujutsu Kaisen, to be honest.
Honestly.
Like, even their power system is pretty intricate when it comes to Fire Force. It's not like they use their fire in so many different ways type shit, and there's like different gears to it.
And more importantly, it's more simplified. It's just fire, you know. You use it in different ways.
I mean, that's debatable. But yeah.
Fire Force fan service actually pisses me off. Word. I think in the later seasons,
every fan service pisses me off in anime. Literally, we should probably take points off of Fire Force just for that. I forgot there was fan service in that shit. Like, anything that has fan service, bro, gets points off, bro.
That's just corny, man. It's corny.
That shit literally gives virgin vibes, bro. I swear.
Yeah.
Like the people that write this shit literally had to be virgins in their room writing some shit, bro. Like I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it, man. I think it gives anime a bad look. I want anime to be cool. It is cool, but you know, sometimes when you're watching shit, you can't watch it with people around you because it's shit like that happens. It's like this shit is weird.
But yeah, guess we're going next on the list. We got this is not considered an anime. Or I mean, not that it's not an anime. It's like the original source material is not manga.
Oh, it's a manhwa,
It's the manhwa.
But it is anime, Japanese anime.
But yeah, manhwas, they coming up, man. And manhwas are pretty much, I guess, the Korean version of manga, I guess, right? That's pretty much what that is.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys say that it has to be Japanese written and all that shit, then that means all of these Korean shows that are coming out are not anime either, which I think is, come on, bro. Solo Leveling, let's be real, best anime out right now. It's Japanese animated at the end of the day, at least. So give it points for that, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, Tower God, bro, that was a pretty good one, bro. Like I was pleasantly surprised with the beginning of the story. It got me hooked in. The story got a little bit deeper, and I think it pretty much left off with a lot of question marks, in the sense of I still want to know what's going on in there, bro. Like, to be honest, I don't fully remember how it ended, to be honest. It was a while ago that we watched it, but I know it did get me hooked on the story in the beginning.
Yeah. Remember, guys, I might move some stuff around. I'm looking at some stuff right now that I think I will move around. But we have to put everything on the board first before we start, organizing each tier. But Tower God was it was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Blow me away.
Yeah.
It'll blow me away.
Like, it's just trying to think of the exact story of what's going on there is hard and fuzzy.
Yeah.
So that's not a good sign.
I remember the betrayal.
Like, yeah, there's just a lot of question marks in that show. I don't think we got enough to really judge it really well.
When is it coming back? Is the real question. It's been gone for a long time.
I don't know. Yeah, it's been gone for a minute. They need to come back with that shit if it's even coming back. So I don't know. We got to put this one kind of low for that, man. Because even the animation wasn't anything crazy. I don't remember anything that crazy from the animation.
Put it below Slime. I put it in between Fate and Slime on the C tier. See, now what y'all know about this? Because this is more obscure. Dororo. This is one of those animes
This
you
is
watch,
an old anime. And it's really, really crazy to me that this is such an old anime.
Well, wait, hold on. This is an anime. It was old.
Yes, it's an old anime, and it was remade, and we watched the remake version, but obviously it's still the same story. So, for this to be such a well done story in terms of writing at such a early time, it really deserves a lot of credit, because it was remade for a reason, because the story really is something
interesting.
That's good,
fascinating. This guy, I don't even know what you want to call him, but gaining his limbs back.
Bro, why are you spoiling everything in every show?
That's literally the main concept, and you learn about it at the very beginning, bro. You're bugging. But that concept, bro, was so cool, and the relationship between him and that kid. There's a lot of fond memories I have with that show, honestly. And the sword fights were
I just specifically remember an emotional scene that they had in there, and it was really well done in the terms of writing and what they were showing, and it was crazy, man. But yeah, the show and the story, like I said, it had a really good one. I think did they have a conclusion to this story? I don't think so. I think they left it open-ended, and then everybody was like, oh, they should have continued it, but they didn't.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they left this shit open-ended. I don't know if the manga is continued after this, but anyway, yeah, the story was really good, man.
I put it below. What do you think?
I put it I probably put it in between Villain and Fire Force.
Yeah.
Because remember, Fire Force gets points off for the fan service. You always gotta remember that one. Anyway, but yeah, freaking next on the list.
We're going back in time for this one. This is gonna be hard, bro. This is gonna be the hardest one to rate, guys. the hardest, most biased one we are going to have to put on our tier list today. Dragon Ball Super.
All right, Dragon Ball Super.
This was one of the first animes we were reacting to on the channel. It was one of those animes that we were watching on our own, and we continued on the channel once we made the channel. So,
fun fact for me, Dragon Ball Z was actually the first anime that I've ever seen in general. So this is the show that started off for me and what started me on just the anime journey, you know.
But this is Super we're talking about here. So
yeah, I'm just saying in general Dragon Ball Z, but
yeah.
But you know, talking about Super in general, I guess if you want to talk about that season, Super was it was a pretty good one, to be honest. If I'm not even gonna lie, that Goku Black arc probably was one of the better arcs of all Dragon Ball Z. I'm not saying it's better than the OG Dragon Ball Z arcs, but it was up there with those arcs in my opinion in the terms of the story and them trying to tell a deep story. Like, it got a little bit convoluted with the time traveling and stuff, which gets like that in any fucking telling of that, but at the end of the day, it was some interesting ass stuff, bro. Like, just think of an OG thinking back to it right now, bro. Fucking Goku Black, somebody taking Goku's bot. Like, I don't even want to fucking spoil it because I don't know who's seen it, but like, that's just an interesting concept thinking about that. It reminded me a lot of the arc of when Trunks came back from the future and you know, in the Cell Saga. It reminded me kind of that arc. Bro, come on, man. If you guys haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, man, I don't know what to tell you.
Do you even watch anime? Dragon Ball Super, I remember being annoyed at Goku because he was just mad fucking stupid. Very airheaded for some reason. But, you know, and I do remember Zamatsu's arc. It wasn't anything that stood out to me. It definitely had some cool concepts, but it was just, you know, it was all right. And it ended as quick as it started, in my opinion. But the Zamasu thing, it ended pretty fast,
it was a pretty long arc, bro. That literally went on for a minute, and they foreshadow things to the end of that arc too, in the beginning of it. So yeah, it was a pretty lengthy one in my opinion. If anything, it was the most lengthy one in the Super series.
And then we went on to the Tournament of Power. That's when the reactions started for the channel.
Yeah.
And the Tournament of Power, the way it started was kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie, but it was fun, and I do remember feeling a certain type of way during some of these fights, bro.
This is how I felt when the Tournament of Power came out. I felt like they were doing a fan service thing where Toriyama saw the popularity that somebody made of this spin-off series or something that they called the multiverse, Dragon Ball Multiverse, where they had a tournament with all the multiverses coming together to fight each other. And I'm 100% sure Toriyama probably saw this and got inspired for the Super series, bro.
That's real?
Because yes, bro, if you have not seen that, then it's a whole thing. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's literally a whole Dragon Ball Multiverse thing where they had this very similar story to what's happening in the Tournament of Power. Obviously not with the gods and stuff, because those things were not in the show. But I will say that it was pretty interesting, the spin-off series that they made, and it reminded me a lot of that when Super came out.
Was it a fan series?
It was a fan service series, and where they told it was interesting in the sense of, like, they told different verses of the Dragon Ball Z verse. Like, what if Vegito never got split up together when he fought Buu? What if, like, and you know how important, and you know how popular back in the day what if videos were for Dragon Ball Z, and all the like there were so many YouTube videos on that shit that people were doing, like, what if.
UI hype is still unbeatable. I wasn't conscious of it because I wasn't on Twitter like that, but I remember hearing that the UI transformation fucking broke the internet. You know, when Goku transforms into a new form, the world stops. The whole anime world stops, and they just have to listen, or they have to see what's happening, right?
Yeah. For me, it's like hard to judge Dragon Ball Z because, like I said, it's a nostalgic anime for me. Just in general, Dragon Ball, bro. I'm just talking about Dragon Ball. So like when I watch Super, I get that nostalgia feeling of seeing these characters go through these transformations and stuff, you know.
Yeah, but it's hard to rank this without being biased, honestly.
Yeah,
me and Chris grew up watching this together. Like, this was the original reaction series for us. But
But freaking yeah, man.
It was solid. You know, I won't say it was like the best thing written.
I honestly think for especially Dragon Ball Z doesn't get enough credit for, I guess, their story writing, because their story writing is pretty solid.
They don't.
Toriyama's story writing is pretty solid when it comes to some of these arcs, bro. If you think about it,
it's the mentality in the anime community where if something is too popular, it's kind of like, oh, we gotta humble this series. We gotta shit
like it's not
for everything.
I'm not trying to talk it up to say it's the best writing that I've ever seen, but it's not the worst writing I've ever seen, nowhere near it. It's like actually a lot better than a lot of fucking
shows that we watch
those anime trope animes. Like in my opinion, probably, I don't know, I think I would probably even say that Dragon Ball Z story is better than My Hero's, and My Hero has a lot of emotional characters, bro.
Just put it in S. No, I'm not putting it in S, bro. Like, I like Super, but it's not S tier for me.
Yeah, no, it's not S. But
I just want to highlight the Tournament of Powers. A few moments. Master Roshi's moment, his battle, where he almost perished. I love that scene with him and Goku, bro. That one was one of the most emotional scenes, where him and Krillin were crying out to this man. And then we had Vegeta and what was that kid's name? The Saiyan kid, Kaba or some shit.
We had a lot of good things come out of Super, bro.
There was a lot of cool moments like that, and I love seeing Vegeta in that mentor role. That was something great that came out of Super. So there's definitely, you got to put some respect on Super for some of the things that the ideas were good, especially for such an old series. I'll put it B.
Yeah, it's B, and it's probably below I think it's probably below Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe, just because Jujutsu Kaisen's animation is just that crazy. And that's one thing about Dragon Ball that I'll say is the fights are entertaining for the most part, but a lot of it could be generic fighting.
Super did it way better though, bro.
Super did a lot of good job with the choreography and their fights for sure.
The Kamehameha.
I mean, they have to get better.
Bro, the sliding Kamehameha wave was probably the fucking hardest scenes I ever seen in anime.
Yeah, because like Dragon Ball in general hasn't been the best when it comes to choreography,
yeah.
you know. But I think they did step it up when it came to Super.
They had to,
you know, because new generation is just going too hard with all that, you know.
But yeah, I'll put it behind Jujutsu. Hell's Paradise, it's feeling like a C.
Hell's Paradise, story really good, animation all right.
Feeling like a C, bro. I don't know.
No, I really like the story in Hell's Paradise. It's just I don't think that it really gave us enough. I don't know. They gave us a lot, because they put us into a whole world where they're looking for this fucking crazy thing, you know, and they get sent to an island, and it's an interesting story, to be honest. The animation is just not that great in this show, in my opinion.
It isn't.
So yeah, gotta take points
more
off
like
of that.
Art style, really.
Art style, I guess, yeah, whatever you want to call it. Even I don't even think we saw too many good fight choreography scenes in this show either.
I put it like year. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I think I liked it better than To Your Eternity.
You're trying to get a low.
What you mean? It's still above all the other shit that we don't like. Well, it's not that we don't like Spike's Family, but
yeah,
it's just down there because it's not the most entertaining thing to watch.
Boruto
done did
put that in trash tier real quick. Trash tier. It's like, nah, let's stop playing, bro. One of our most viewed videos, bro. Come on, the Naruto fight, man.
Bro, Boruto, yeah, Boruto is trash, man. Honestly,
it's hard to defend it,
it's
bro.
fucking
really
trash,
is.
bro. Like those filler episodes are complete trash.
It's better than Assassin, for sure, but
fucking even the main story isn't even hitting that crazy. It just feels
the main
like
story isn't
kind of.
The main story isn't good enough to hold up all the fucking filler. It just isn't.
It low key seems kind of like a copy of just a regular Naruto story. You know, it just seems like a new generation, and they got the same Sasuke Naruto person have both cheating abilities that makes them OP'er than everybody else. Like, it's almost the same format, bro. And yeah, fuck that.
Damn, bro, there's no way we're putting Boruto in fucking trash tier.
It is, bro.
Not even D?
Bro, and you know what's crazy about the fact that Boruto's in trash tier? Boruto gave us one of the best episodes ever in anime when it came to that Momoshiki and Sasuke Naruto fight type shit. That was one of the best fucking episodes in anime to this date, bro. And they just shitted on the whole story. It's not that bad. But it's not that bad as we're making it seem. I just feel like compared to the legend that is Naruto the anime, how the fuck they gonna go from that to this?
That's what we're comparing it to, though. I would at least put it above ReZero and Shield Hero, bro. Like, I don't know, but that's just me. I don't know. It is pretty bad.
I don't know. Maybe we have to rewatch Boruto and. Actually, no, we did skip most of the filler. If anything, we still fucking. It still was just not even that good.
Remember, we were watching that Sasuke arc and we thought it was gonna be.
You know, another reason too why we couldn't really. I don't think we really got a blind reaction from Boruto or like a full reaction from it is because we already knew what was gonna happen from the manga because we read a little bit ahead in the manga. Yeah. Boruto, where it is now in the anime, is probably getting more closer to the point where we stopped reading in the manga, so it could become more interesting and exciting for us
if it comes back.
I think that might be if it comes back, but I think that might be a good thing because like I said, we knew what was gonna happen, bro. Like a lot of the surprises that happened, we weren't obviously surprised by it, and then rewatching it back, we kind of seen more flaws than anything in it, if anything.
I don't think it belongs in at least bottom of D. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess just because they supply such a good freaking
I think conceptually the whole Momoshiki thing, what they did with it, wasn't the worst thing.
No, obviously that stuff wasn't bad. I'm just saying, I guess the after stuff, like even like Jigen is not bad either. Like his whole thing, like the story isn't horrible. It's just not anywhere near
not a lot of depth to the character either.
What we seen. I don't know, man. That shit, D is as high as it's going, bro. We'll take that out of trash just for some respect out of the fucking episode that literally gave us 1 million views on this channel.
Literally, bro. And the fights were way more fucking entertaining than what the fuck Assassin gave us. Shit, we can't put it next to that anime.
But yeah, next on the list is Black Clover.
Woo!
Some people haven't seen Black Clover, but you know, Black Clover, pretty solid, bro. Pretty solid anime, man. I think
it's okay.
I think watching Black Clover, I was pretty much thoroughly entertained to the point that we are watching now. And where it is now, still somewhat entertaining. Still kind of, I think they left on a pretty good cliffhanger where they ended off in the Black Clover. So
I had a hard time, I remember when I was watching the show, vibing with the characters. I remember there was a point though in the series, like deep into it, where the characters started getting more depth. I remember Luck, the electric kid, he had a cool ass moment.
This is what we had a problem about Black Clover and their characters. A lot of their characters felt like they had this shtick to them or this like thing to them, and that was all about like they made their character and there was nothing deeper to them, and it stayed like that for a very long time until we started getting backstory on these characters and knowing a little more about them, you know. So I think that was the mainly annoying thing for us, because when you watch an anime, usually not every anime, but a lot of animes usually give backstories to every character that you're seeing or some type of connection to them, you know, and we weren't getting any of that.
But that's the thing, bro. If I was watching Black Clover on my own, well, I would have been dropped it. I would never have gotten to the point where we've gotten on the reaction channel.
That's the thing. I watched Black Clover on my own, and I ended up dropping it and stopped watching it because it got a little boring towards one part.
Yeah, you did the same.
Going back to reacting to it when we got past that hump of, I guess, that boring stuff, you know, it got exciting again. It started getting a little bit better. So it's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
I think I'll put it above Bleach at least.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Black Clover story is pretty much better than the Bleach story right now. Yeah, bro.
Yo, disrespecting Bleach. Yo, well,
I don't know. That Quincy War is alright to me in the Bleach 1000 Year War.
Hunter x Hunter is pretty goated, bro. I'm gonna lie. This is it was one of our best reaction series, number one. And number two, it just had some of the craziest arcs.
Hunter x Hunter definitely is one of the GOATs of animes for me. I feel like when I think about this anime, you put this on the level of like the best Naruto, like
even the
ones.
animes you have nostalgia for, you would put this on that level, bro. That's how I feel about it, anyways. Like, yeah. I did have some problems with it, but it wasn't anything major. I can't remember. It's been so long, to be honest. But it was a lot of good stuff, and I remember the better stuff more than I remember the negative stuff. Let's be honest.
Like everything was good to me, honestly. Even Hisoka's annoying characteristic traits in his character, his weirdness, you know, it gave him that no, it's not that. It's like obviously he had those moments when he was portrayed like that, but he also was portrayed sadistic in the sense of he gave me the Joker vibes almost like in his character. So yeah, Hisoka was an interesting character for sure,
and he had a little turn of a character, you know, midway through the series or whatever. He was kind of like an ally at one point. But yeah, I really like Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter actually might be S tier, bro, to be honest, because I think it was really good in the sense of characters and stuff and story. Like that story was just so good.
Arc, I still love,
bro. That story was really good.
I remember you didn't really like the Chimera arc that much.
The only reason I didn't really like the Chimera arc was because of that one character. That was the only thing that I didn't really like about the Chimera arc, was the one character that fucking was like spewing bullshit. And then a lot of people were saying that he had more meaning to him, but I was just I didn't really want to go into his character because I didn't like him in the first place.
I'd say the community kind of ruined it a little.
They didn't ruin it for me, honestly. Like
I
said,
for me, it soured the taste. I'm like, bro, shut up.
Nah, bro, that shit was still good, bro. Like I said, that's literally the only character that I didn't like in that Chimera arc. But that Chimera arc was fucking amazing. Like that arc reminded me of some of like the best arcs that I've seen type shit in anime.
It changed Gon. It changed Killua forever. It changed our main characters forever, bro.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is crazy, and yeah, that's a very good point. You know, it's so much potential left for Hunter x Hunter. You know, their story, the way they left it off in the anime, was so interesting. And obviously, the manga goes a little farther than the anime. I don't know how far, because we know that I don't know if you guys know this, but the community knows that the writer for Hunter x Hunter is MIA, and we don't know when he's gonna come back to write this. You know, if he ever will.
Yo,
he's one of those writers that go on hiatus, bro, for a long time.
Bro, the day it comes back, we are fucking getting lit, man. That's a party. Hunter x Hunter S tier. I'm completely fine with that. Chainsaw Man.
Yo, what's good, RNG? Yeah, a little late to the party. We're almost done with our tier list here, but we might move a little things around. Who knows? But yeah, Chainsaw Man is next on the list. By the way, you know, this tier list might look a little weird to some people, but just remember that this is our opinion on the anime we've watched. Just reminding everybody that this is all the anime that we've watched here on the channel.
Yep. So and unfortunately, Chainsaw Man gonna have to go to the trash tier.
Yo, what? Are you stupid? Nah, he's just trolling, bro. But yo, fucking Chainsaw Man, yeah, this is a good one.
It was cool, yeah.
It has a pretty good story to it so far. I think the beginning of it is like one of those stories that don't give you enough details to really get invested to that point. Like when I was watching Chainsaw Man, I didn't get invested in the story to the point where I was like, oh, I can't wait for season 2 type shit. You know what I mean? But you know, the main character is interesting. Like personally, I didn't like him as a main character because I didn't like his characteristic traits. But then, you know, obviously there's always a meaning to how and why people act the way they act.
We noticed the deeper side later on.
We started getting a better idea of the main character as we went on and watched the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for me personally, I don't think Chainsaw Man is anything special yet. People are saying the story's gonna get better, but right now, it's all right.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna hold my breath. You know, like.
I mean, I'm not holding my breath for it either, bro. It's all right.
It's okay. It's just, you know, it's okay. Tokyo Ghoul. Oh my fucking god.
What's in trash tier? Oh, if you can't see, it's the world's finest assassin.
Yeah, sorry. I exported all these logos. I fucked this one up. Though.
But yeah. So don't fucking watch it.
That's why you have the name hidden, bro. You don't want to watch this.
Yeah. Like literally, we don't even want you to see the name because we don't want you to fucking even look this shit up. But yo, fuck it. Next anime on the list here is Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is another one of those. I think,
bro. There's
a little above mid. That's where I would put Tokyo Ghoul.
But there's very few animes that we've dropped. This unfortunately was one of them.
What, Tokyo Ghoul?
We dropped it.
Oh yeah, we
the
ended
last
up dropping
season
it, right?
we dropped
yeah.
it, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, it started off really strong, but then it started getting to the point where everything seemed all over the place, where it just like the story wasn't even it wasn't even coherent anymore, type shit.
And the fights were complete basura.
And the fights, it felt like they weren't even trying in the animation, bro.
It was still frames, and you know, for the most part, that's how a lot of the fights in Tokyo Ghoul went. But for certain special occasions, they turned up, you know, like the season finale of that one season with the owl.
Yeah, I will agree that the season 1 and 2 were the better seasons for Tokyo Ghoul. Once they got into the other new main character type shit, that's where I think it started going off track type shit. But yeah,
it might be. But yeah, I can't fault it. Like, it's got some good stuff, especially for the beginning. Some of the best stuff, actually. So it's hard.
Some of the best stuff. There was some emotional scenes in there.
Like
I didn't fully enjoy. Like, I didn't fully enjoy. I think you might have enjoyed some of those scenes more than I did.
Yeah, I just think it's, you know, it's like the first kind of vampire shit I've seen of anime, like vampire-esque at least. I don't know. I put it maybe next to 86 somewhere. Next to 86 in Mushoku Tensei, Promised Neverland, around there.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Mushoku Tensei. Promised Neverland, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it fits next to Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, it's around there, I think.
Yeah. This shit, bro. This is trash tier. God of High School. You don't even remember that shit.
What the fuck is that?
You don't remember?
We ain't seen no shit.
Yeah, we did.
I ain't seen no God of High School.
What
the fuck is this?
Hold on, bro. Let me Google this shit real quick so Chris can get reminded. I don't know if you guys remember. This is another manhwa that we watched, because Tower of God. We watched Tower of God, right? And then we wanted to go into another manhwa. This was the first anime to incorporate so much action that the story was complete trash. Wait. This was the first anime to have so much action that we didn't like it.
I don't even remember this shit. Honestly, I literally don't remember watching this shit.
Let me see if I can get a fight scene here.
I fucking very lightly remember this shit. I kind of low-key remember, but that's crazy that it's literally that far back in my memory that I did not give a shit about this.
This entire series was fighting, bro. I guarantee you we did not miss nothing. This show...
Did it even continue?
Nope. I don't think it's ever coming back. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it was so funny because when we were watching this shit, this was like around the time everyone kept saying all we like was action. And this series was so ass to us, bro. Like, we had fun with it, don't get me wrong. I remember we were getting excited over the fights and, you know, just having fun with it, hyping it up for the viewers. But it really, the story was really just nothing. It was nothing. Yeah, complete ass, bro.
Like, I have very little to no memory or recollection of this shit. So it definitely was fucking booty cheeks.
Yeah, just trust me. It's shit, I'll put it above Assassin just because of the action, but it really is trash tier to me, bro.
Alright, fuck it. Just leave that one in trash tier, I guess.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan's going in S, man. Let's be real.
Bro.
It's done with, man. S tier.
What are you talking about, bro?
Man, stop being a dumbass. This guy's just trying to be a fucking
contrarian.
Trying not to be a bandwagoner, man.
Nah, it was good, but it's just like shit.
Shut your dumbass up.
But is it above Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, man. That shit is fucking crazy.
It's just
it has a more realistic setting too than Hunter x Hunter, even though there's fucking titans running around.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I know you didn't really
Full
like
Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist was one of the beginning shows that we watched on this channel, and this show was talked about by a lot of people. We watched it. It had a lot of like talking at points. It's one of those animes that has a lot of talking in it. In certain points. But no, I wouldn't say forgettable shit, honestly, because the fact that we watched this so long ago and I could still remember some of the plot points in this show, this had a fucking crazy story, bro.
I don't.
Bro, this shit had a crazy story, bro. Like literally the ending of this shit was insane.
I actually don't remember.
Full Metal Alchemist actually was not bad at all. It just had a lot of slow parts in it that I didn't care for too much.
Obviously, the main thing I remember was the dog scene. I'm not gonna elaborate on what the dog scene is. If you know, you know. But that scene was fucking crazy with the dog and the little girl. That's what sticks out for me for that one. But I don't know. Since you remember this more, I think you should rate this one. I probably put it in maybe B.
What Full Metal? For this ranking system, like I said, bro, that story really is crazy, and I think we like it's also in the beginning of like us doing this reaction shit. So if anything, we might have not digested it or like maybe evaluated as good as we can evaluate some shows nowadays. I guess I don't know, but there just was a lot of depth to the show, and from what I remember. So yeah, man. I will put it above a lot of shows, to be honest.
I don't remember liking a lot of parts of the show. Like it got boring sometimes, but like you said, I don't know.
No, there was definitely some deep shit in the shit, bro. And there was like a whole fucking conspiracy going on type shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like there was a lot of good stuff and a lot of connections made from the ending to the beginning of the show type shit.
So what are you thinking?
It's above a lot of them, to be honest, in my opinion.
S-tier?
I think you just don't remember a lot of it, but nah, I wouldn't say S tier because, like I said, there was points in the show that bored me. And I guess that's because like when shows get a lot of dialogue heavy, it's just hard to keep up type shit. But yeah,
I hate listening to characters yap.
I think this is around like in terms of story. Yeah, this is around where Villain and Dororo is, bro. Because this is one of those animes that has that good of a story, just like Villain and Dororo. And Fire Force too, you know? Like, these are the ones that we think that have good stories here and the ones that have the mid stories over here, you know what I mean? Or not mid, but, you know, not as good as some of the shit we've seen.
Alright, well, this one doesn't need no debate. The last anime on our list is probably the worst.
Seven Deadly Sins. From what I remember and what we've seen in the show, we gave it a lot of slack when we seen it, because it was probably, I think, one of the first shows on the channel that we saw that we didn't fucking fuck with.
A lot of fan service, a lot of unlikable characters, a lot of corniness.
They had some things in here though, because I do remember certain characters and certain things, and I feel like when this ended, we still were interested in the story somewhat. The only reason we didn't watch the next season is because when it came out, the animation was so bad and people talked about it being really bad. I think that was one of the main reasons we didn't continue this season or this show.
I think we might have dropped it before we even finished season 2. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I remember dropping the show actually. Like
we probably did. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think no, like I said, I think we finished it, bro, and then we dropped it only because we heard the next season was ass. But either way, nonetheless, Seven Deadly Sins definitely low tier, bro. That shit had a lot of bullshit in it, man.
You know what? You know what seals the nail in the coffin for me is that I tried rewatching this on my own time, and even then, I could not get through this shit. It was that trash. It just was so boring. These characters are so flat. I just don't like them, bro. I don't.
Bro, it's very clear that this is a low tier show. You get that feel just by watching probably episode 1 type shit. So yeah, this is.
The first few episodes weren't too bad actually. It just progressively got worse and worse immediately.
Yeah, I guess.
Season 1. But yeah, it's like Shut up. I think Assassins is really the worst show we've seen.
Probably.
It's probably close between Seven Deadly Sins and Assassins.
Assassins is definitely worse.
Yeah.
Seven Deadly Sins at least gave us some entertaining fights, like when they introduced, I think Escanor was his name or somebody like that, the big guy. Like they introduced some pretty cool fights in this show, so at least we got that out of it.
Well, there it is. We put everything on the board, guys.
I would even say Deadly Sins is above God of High School, to be honest.
But we still gotta organize a little bit, just a few tweaks. I don't want to spend too much time on it. We've already been live for mad long, you know what I mean? So thank you guys for watching all shit, bro. Hit the join button, motherfuckers. Hit the join button. Support your boys. Get those benefits, bro.
Alright,
exclusive emojis and shit. Come on.
Let's see what we got on the list here, man. I guess starting from the top ones, S tier.
This seems like the right order, Just do
Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, Brand. It's crazy, man. Out of all the anime we watch, really just putting it on a list and ranking system and putting it into perspective is crazy. Just to think that these two animes up here are some of the best that we've seen. Just thinking back on it, it's just crazy.
Some of the earliest reactions too. Okay, A tier. One Piece at the top, ranking of Kings, Castlevania, Made in Abyss. Would you put Castlevania above Made in Abyss? That's the only thing I'm debating right now.
Yeah. Or actually, Castlevania was good, but it did have some boring parts, I'll say that. At least Made in Abyss had us fucking entertaining and locked in through the whole season, especially things that we didn't fucking expect.
Word.
Yeah, so Made in Abyss is above Castlevania for sure.
I think Trigun is a little too high here with all these animes here. For sure. With B tier. Probably right there.
Yeah.
I think My Hero's a little too high too. I don't know.
My Hero, I think, deserves to be up there just because their characters really are deep.
Yeah, the latest season actually...
Like, they went really deep in the latest season as well, specifically.
Latest season was really good. I'm actually really excited for that cliffhanger that we got left off on. That shit, with the American heroes coming in. That's just going to be hard. Yeah, I really like My Hero Academia. Is it better than Vinland Saga? Maybe. There's a lot of depth in My Hero too. We can't sleep on My Hero's depth.
Yeah, My Hero's, I think, deserves to be where it is, It's not a bad spot to be at top of B.
And in the same breath, Vinland Saga probably has the best mental health fucking story I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah, some people think Vinland Saga, is one of the best animes that's been out, so.
I respect that opinion. I think it's definitely up there.
Yeah, it definitely is up there, for sure. Like, especially in what they've shown us in a whole with season 1 and 2, because in season 1 they gave us a lot of action in season 1, and then season 2 they gave us the whole emotional stuff.
They gave us everything, bro. Shit, should it be an A tier?
I mean, it might actually be good enough to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it
does.
it,
it does.
I think it deserves it for sure.
I think Vinland Saga is better than Castlevania.
Word. All right, then we got My Hero, Full Metal Alchemist, Dororo, Fire Force, Jujutsu Kaisen, Trigun, Dragon Ball Super, Blue Lock, IQ, Alice in Borderland.
These look pretty
Alice in Borderland
decent spots. Alice in Borderland does deserve a better spot. The story, Alice in Borderland in general, as if you want to call it an isekai, is probably one of the best we've seen.
For sure. I mean, I'll
if anything, that's just better than Mushoku Tensei as an isekai, to be honest.
It is. I think it is.
Put it yeah, that's where it goes. I think it might be better than the story than Fire Force.
Dororo. I don't know about Dororo, yo.
Dororo probably under Alice, but still above Fire Force, I think. Or actually, it might be under Fire Force as well. just has a very solid story, bro. Especially for being so old.
It's an underrated anime. Let's be real, bro.
Yeah. Do.
Black Clover below Blue Lock and Haikyuu, Dragon Ball Super. Yeah. This seems all right to me.
Yeah, honestly.
C tier.
So C tier is probably where we
most fucking animes.
This probably has the most convoluted stuff right now in our opinions. So yeah, JoJo's is ranked at the top of C, which can arguably, honestly, B and B if anything. Because I think JoJo's deserves respect like that. To be honest.
Yeah. I feel that.
And then Sword Art Online, we put it so high up because of what we are seeing in the most recent arcs or the most recent season. The whole Alicization arc, I think, is one of the best seasons that it's had so far. But as a whole for an anime, I don't know if we can put it that high, you know. As a whole, there are flaws in it. A lot of flaws that, you know, deters a lot of people away from watching this show, to be honest.
Honestly, bro, if it was just the original season of Sword Art Online, where we were in Sword Art Online, and the Alicization arc, this probably would be higher up.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, those arcs in between gave a lot of substance.
I like the Gun arc too. It was all right though. It wasn't amazing.
Those arcs in between gave a lot of substance into kind of like the story that we're in now with the whole VR worlds being connected with the seed and all this other stuff.
Actually, you know what? The Gun arc with Sino and like her story was really good actually. So I take that back. Gun arc was probably the better ones, yeah.
Bro, the only bad arc they had was the Alfheim arc, honestly. Literally, that might have been the only bad arc they had.
You think it might deserve B, bro? It might deserve B. Yeah, that's not.
People shit on Sword Art Online, bro, but they really don't give that concept enough credit, bro.
Word.
That shit is honestly some really good stuff.
Hey,
yo, shout out to
with that.
Somebody I think became a member.
Oh, we got a member?
It says welcome to Ascended Brother. I don't know what that means.
Ascended Brother is the rank, yeah.
Oh.
Yo, thank you, Testing. We finally got our first member. Yo, give it up, bro. That's our first ever member on the channel. Shout out to Testing. Yo, you just made history, my boy. You're the first ever member of the Cruz Brothers React. The first Ascended Brother, yo.
But yeah, freaking
show off those emotes, bro. Put them in the chat real quick.
That shit crazy, bro. But yeah, no, I definitely enjoy Sword Art Online, so we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Next on the list is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man at the top of C. That definitely doesn't belong there, I don't think. Chainsaw Man definitely doesn't belong at the top of C. Oh, my man is showing off his emotes already.
Yeah.
But yo,
I'm trying to see, bro.
Let's see. What's next on this? One Punch Man. Wait, where did you put Chainsaw Man? You put it under One Punch and Demon.
Under Demon Slayer.
Okay. Yeah. Nah.
If I gotta move Demon Slayer, I gotta move Demon Slayer.
Yeah, move Demon Slayer, bro. That story's mad as fuck.
This is down here, bro. Let's be honest. Somewhere down here.
The only reason Demon Slayer is as high as it is because the animation carries.
Yeah, I put it right behind Fate Zero, because at least Fate Zero had an interesting concept.
You're gonna put it in front of Fate? No, I put it even under Fate Zero.
I was gonna put it under Fate Zero, but I don't know. I think we're shitting on the story a little too much. It's basic, but it's something. Think about it. I don't know.
It's alright.
I don't know. I'll just leave it there, bro. I think Mob Psycho 100 deserves to be up here, bro. It has the lovable characters.
Yeah, the character relationships are really good in this show.
Out of all these animes I'm looking at right now, this is one of the animes that leaves the most impression.
Yeah, when it comes to like a character that does leave an impression, this definitely has characters of that nature in this show. I'm not even Mob, like Regan and specifically, he might be one of the best support characters in anime. Yeah. Like, you know, I think, wasn't he nominated for something, or didn't we see him for something? Or Mob in general was just voted.
We voted for him as a best side character,
best support character, or something. Yeah, so you know, my man was doing his thing, so it's all right. But I don't know if it deserves to be this high on C.
Well, just take a look at the other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 86 was really good. 86 had some some good storytelling, bro, and some good characters.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. I think it deserves the spot it's in right now.
Yeah, it's probably right where it is, honestly.
Mushoku Tensei, Promised Neverland,
Body Improvement Club, some real ones.
Real, yo. Those are the homies.
But yeah, I think everything seems okay. What I'm seeing.
Custom Release kind of low for me, bro.
Bro, somebody was questioning why Custom Release was only C. Bro, I don't think Custom Release is that good. Like, it has some cool concepts and shit and cool things happening, but some of the things is unrealistic. Let's be real.
But I like the plays. The plays, it's I don't know. I like it, but
like, it's one thing to make plays, but you got to make it realistic.
He's smart as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I know, but
I at least put it above Tokyo Revengers and Tokyo Ghoul, though.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
maybe in between. I don't know.
I would put yeah, right there actually.
Here?
No, right where it was, above Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, let's go right there.
Because the story's not bad. It's just, you know.
Time 100 is here. We haven't finished it. Makes sense. Demon Slayer, Fate Zero, Tower of God, Slime, Hell's Paradise 2, Eternity Parasite, Cool Geass. Seems all legit. I think this is perfect how it is. I think we're good, bro.
I think Zom 100 should be lower.
That's fucked up.
Like, this is like I feel like Zom 100 is an anime that really isn't meant to be taken that seriously. But there could be some like.
No, it's a serious concept though. Like the work thing.
It is
overwork type shit.
Yeah, but there is a concept behind it, or like a moral of the story, if you want to say. But from what we saw, we didn't get much of it.
Listen, I'll put it behind Demon Slayer Fate Zero. I don't think it should go any lower. I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's better than.
That's fine, leave it there. And again, we haven't finished it either, so.
ReZero, Shield Hero, Boruto.
Somebody said we put Fate so low, but we said Fate in the movie was the best thing we've seen. I think Fate's good where it is. I think if anything, it deserves to be above Demon Slayer, because their animation can be on the same level. If anything, you know, if anything, the movie was way better than what Demon Slayer gave.
It was.
Does Demon Slayer have a movie? Yeah, they do. So even if you want to compare movies, Fate's movie probably was better than Demon Slayer's in terms of visuals.
And conceptually has a better concept, cooler concept.
Yeah, so
but it is a little convoluted. It's funny, bro. We have a fucking convoluted ass story next to a simple ass story, and they both have fucking good animation. You know, those two belong right next to each other, honestly, no matter which way you put it. But yeah, this all seems solid. ReZero, top of D tier.
Yeah, these are probably our least favorite anime. And Boruto, bro, yo, you gotta be real, bro. Literally, we were fucking bored as shit watching most of these episodes, bro.
90%, yeah.
Like, it's that bad. Like, it's hard to watch something and then watch it and then be like, you're really struggling to get through it because it just feels like a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah,
like that's literally how it feels.
And then you want to give it some credit because once in a blue moon they have some of the best fights, but it's like, you know, does that really make up for all the trash? Like,
yes, and we've said this before. Boruto has given us one of the best episodes in anime history, and that was the Momoshiki with Sasuke and Naruto fight, you know, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, that goes to show how crazy it is that this shit is so low on our tier list when that was probably one of the most exciting things we've ever seen in anime. And the fact that that one episode can't save the fucking shit that Boruto is in terms of story writing is crazy.
It's fucking abysmal, bro. Real quick, last second edition, man.
Yo,
I want to save this.
Yo, this was actually a really good animated series or animated.
They don't see it
show.
yet, so
fucking that shit really made you feel some type of way when you watched it.
Oh, it's kind of not size right, but fuck it.
This guy don't even got it right, man.
All right, well, Cyberpunk 2077, made by a Japanese animation studio, but I think it was written over here.
Yeah, so we're putting Cyberpunk on the list. We have watched this. This was a Netflix series that I don't know if it was what studios behind it or anything like that. But it definitely was a fucking very, very interesting, promising animated series. It's one of those shits that makes you feel some type of way after you've seen the whole thing. Like at the end, when we saw the end, it was almost like a sad moment that it was over type shit.
Yeah,
because it was that good.
Because it was permanently ending. Like there
yeah, it
was
the actual ending. You know what I mean?
Shit, and it was just a fun ride, bro. I take away points because it was kind of corny sometimes with the fucking lingo they're using, in my opinion. But
I thought that was cool. I thought at the end of the day, every era is gonna have their own lingo, and the lingos that they were using was it matched up for their time, because a lot of the lingos they were using were kind of like technology based, I think.
Yeah, it just seems like a parody of what people think the future is supposed to sound like sometimes. But
I guess.
But it's up there, man. B tier at least. I don't have a problem putting it at A tier, honestly. Right behind Castlevania, maybe in front of Castlevania.
Wait, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. An A tier? I don't think it was A tier.
I think it's B tier.
Yeah, definitely somewhere B tier. That's a good story, but there wasn't crazy action in it. I don't think, anything crazy like that.
I'll put it right next to Trigun.
Yeah, it has that similar feel to Trigun as well. But I don't know. I think Trigun's better than Cyberpunk. So if anything, Trigun should be above that.
What about Super?
No, it definitely belongs right there.
All right, there it is, guys. We got through the whole tier list. Our entire reaction series catalog on our channel is right in front of you. You are looking at every anime we have watched on this channel. It's quite a sight, man. We're fucking veterans at this point. Look at this.
I mean, we got a couple anime on our belt, but this is nothing compared to a lot of real hardcore anime watchers, bro, because they probably got a lot of shit under their belt.
There's always gonna be someone, man.
Bro, people be grinding these shits up. We're out here doing reaction series for you guys, and we're reacting to all these series with you guys. If it was up to us, we probably would have watched all these shits on our own already. But who knows? This channel might have just expanded our experience on the anime world. So
for real, some people make these tier lists, and a lot of shows they put on here they haven't even finished. There's probably like maybe one or two that we haven't finished on here. Zom 100, and we finished all these fucking shows.
Yeah, and some of these shows are still ongoing, you know, so
we're caught up.
We obviously are gonna be there day one watching these shits with you guys when they come out, if they ever do come out back again, But as for what we've seen here, I think this list is pretty solid, man. Yeah, some people, I saw somebody earlier saying putting One Piece is high, only 100 episodes in, is crazy, because technically we haven't really seen any. Well, he didn't say this part, but just what I said in the beginning. But technically we haven't really seen any crazy big fights in One Piece yet.
I'll put it like this: the writing is almost better than every anime on here.
That's what it is, bro.
That's what it is. It's the writing.
When you have a formula that is so good, and that it can be, and especially that they're using the same formula almost in every arc, and it's still feeling like some good stuff. Like there is some sense of similarity when it comes to these arcs in One Piece, but it just still has that feeling of fucking good.
In terms of ranking it, I don't care about the future. What I've seen of this show blows some of these shows out of the fucking water, no doubt. And again, it's not the best animated, of course. It's not the best looking because it's so old, but that just goes to show you how good the fucking show is if we appreciate the writing that much.
Yeah, and also, like, this is something that probably can get very easily overlooked by younger audiences and stuff like that. Because I know if I was young watching One Piece, that a lot of the things and a lot of the concepts will go right over my head, or I'll just be sleeping through that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's probably the mindset I had back in the day when I used to watch anime, and it's probably one of the reasons I never picked up One Piece. But watching it now, as old as we are now, and as much experience we have in watching anime, bro, there's something you can really appreciate about that anime. So
I feel like that point you just made applies to the people who talk bad about the Sarah Village arc. I thought the Sarah Village arc was really good. I think it was just behind the Arlong arc. Yeah, anyways, there it is, guys. There's our tier list. My phone died, so I can't even see chat right now. but hopefully you guys are saying some nice things. And we appreciate you for joining another weekly stream here. I have no idea what we're gonna do next week. I'm kind of just winging it. I thought of this on the fly. Give us some ideas, bro. Let us know in the comments. What do you want to see from the live streams, man? I don't know. We could do some anime games or something too. I don't know. I really don't know, but I know this is the best thing that you guys like. It's us sitting in front of a camera, talking about some shit, talking about some anime, whatever. So this was perfect for that type of live stream. But we appreciate you for watching. Shout out to Testing in the chat, the very first Cruz Brothers React member on the channel. We appreciate you so much, bro. Enjoy those emotes. Comment on our videos, bro, because you're getting priority reply 100%. And be on the lookout on our community tab, because we'll have links to some of our early access edited reactions for you. You know, exclusive shit, bro.
Yeah, you guys will get. You guys will pretty much be a week ahead on our One Piece reaction videos, and you can get an inside look on that if you guys wanna, you know, get a little bit ahead, because we know that the episodes could be a little dragged out sometimes, and we are only doing one of them each, unlike a lot of channels. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Get that benefit 5 episodes ahead if you get an impatient.
Become a member, bro. Become an ascended brother. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night, man. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Eat some good ass food. Play some fun fucking video games. Go on vacation. Get some head. Do whatever you gotta do, bro. We're out of here.
Peace out. Are you ready to end it?
No, just switch the screen. Oh, what? He said something about incentive. Hold on, I'm trying to see your comment, my boy. Any incentive to become a member too when you are a Johnny Donnie Glazer on Patreon already? Yeah, the emotes, priority replies in the comments. The emotes work in the comment section and the live streams. You can use it wherever on our channel. But if you're interested in that type of stuff, you know, and you also get the benefits that the basic star tier gets on Patreon. So it's kind of like a bundle. Check out Heavenly Delusions, bro. We'll be on the lookout, bro. Heavenly Delusions, yeah, I remember seeing that one. Anyways, take care, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy yourselves, man. Peace.